Good afternoon. It is 2:59. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the Shoney's out here on Donelson Pike. The Titans will return to Nissan Stadium this weekend for their first divisional game of the season as they get set to host the Indianapolis Colts. Head coach Brian Callahan said yesterday that quarterback Will Levis should return to practice on Wednesday after dealing with a throwing shoulder injury throughout the bye week. In NFL news today, the New York Jets fired head coach Robert Saleh this morning. Saleh was 20-36 in 4 seasons as the head coach of the Jets. The Jets will give interim coach Jeff Ulbrich a chance to earn the permanent job with 12 full games remaining in the season. This is part of the reason behind letting Robert Saleh go so early in the season. Also, according to Ian Rappaport, the future is now in New England. Sources say Patriots are planning to start Drake May against the Texans, the first start for the number 3 overall pick. Jacoby Brissett, who started the first 5 games, heads to the bench. For your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once, and your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Thank you. Oh, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. Britt Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Man, and it's a beautiful day for so many reasons.
Yes, it is.
Happy Tuesday.
Enjoy the Tuesday.
We are bringing the noise from a Nashville OG.
That's right.
I just told Gil with Shoney's. Like thinking back when I was a kid, loving going to Shoney's, like it was a special thing for me and my grandfather to do together. Mm-hmm. So it's like a sentimental thing for me to think about as a kid. Like, man, someday I'm going to do a radio show with my idol Ron Slay at Shoney's. And that's where we are, Donelson Pike. We've got a lot going on here. They've got the breakfast bar, and guess what else Shoney's has now?
What?
A bar.
Yes. Yeah, bar. Yeah.
What's in front of you?
What is in front of me is the world famous, the unlimited, the limited, the limited edition, the chocolate of all chocolate, hot fudge cake. Nothing. I'm telling y'all right now, it's nothing on earth like this.
That is an iconic menu item,
dude. I already knocked down the. You know, you can't go wrong with getting a burger. See, I like to do my thing in increments. When I come into Shoney's, I like to always get the fish and chips. I always like to get a burger because you can't never go wrong with the burger and fries. Then I like to backdoor it on the way out. I'm gonna probably get something off the bar. And what you got to understand is they have a theme bar, y'all.
A theme bar?
Yeah, today is a different theme. Today is Flavor Fiesta on Tuesday.
I saw the Flavor Fiesta over
man,
there.
It's going down. So Taco Tuesday, they're spin on it, but get on in there, get you some of it. But whatever you do, leave space for this hot fudge chocolate cake.
You devoured that thing.
I'm about to keep eating it during the show.
I took a picture of that not 3 minutes ago.
I will have 2 of these for today. I'm guaranteeing it.
2.
And I don't think you're supposed to, but I will.
2 or 3, is that what you said?
I would love to have a third to go.
The All-American burger, that's what I had when I was a kid. And then it's funny, my grandfather loved the chicken noodle soup here, and so then I would get that too. But I used to go in Green Hills. There was a Shoney's location on Richard Jones Road across from what King's Jewelers is now, and inside that office building. And I would meet like in the summer, or if I was off from school over at Hillsborough, I would ride my bike down there and meet my granddad for lunch over there. And sometimes my grandmother would come, sometimes she wouldn't, but anyway, it was a thing, and so today is a very special day for us to be at Shoney's. We would love to see you here. There's a great reason for you to come to Shoney's today on Donelson Pike.
What's that?
I think it's 216B, right? The exit. I think it's 216B. Yes. And then we're down on the left next
coming
to,
from the city. Yeah,
FedEx and Eggy Bob's got the tent outside. There's another great reason for you to be here.
Why?
Other than to like meet us and like hang out.
Those are great reasons.
And great food and hit the bar.
And see Kirby.
And see Kirby. Kirby's already eating something. I don't know. The other thing is
the whole bar.
We're giving away Shoney's prize packs each hour.
Yes.
Do you know what else we're giving away?
What?
In the 545 segment.
What?
All you have to do is come down here and get your name in the box.
Put your name in the box.
And you will have a chance to win Tennessee, Florida tickets.
Gator Hate Week. This is the time. Yo, so we just giving tickets away to this rivalry game?
Might as well.
Well, hell, let's get to it then.
Listen,
I like that.
I got the orange mic somehow. I don't know.
You're supposed to. What you mean? Did you go to UT?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it
bleeds out into it.
I'm telling you. So many things to get into today. There's some big national stories. New York Jets head coach Robert Saleh has been fired.
That's wild.
5 games in.
Mm-hmm. Get him out of here.
The interesting thing about that is that it's the offense that's struggling, and he's not the offensive guy. Nathaniel Hackett is the offensive guy. So Saleh gets it. They have 93 points through 5 games.
Yes.
With Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many points they had through 5 games last year without Aaron Rodgers at quarterback? 93.
Kiss my butt.
Same. So what are we doing? You're just going to release him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, was he the problem?
No.
And, I mean.
Know what? I'm going to stand on it.
The word around the campfire is that Aaron Rodgers had nothing to do with this.
Right.
Am I wrong to, doubt that?
No, you're not wrong, because all you can do is go off history. And the history shows that when it came to Mike, I was talking about this on RKW this morning. When it comes to Mike McCarthy, they started to see through a different lens at the end. Also with Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
Like, it was the same way. Like, y'all not going to give me receivers. Y'all not getting me other weapons. So they parted ways. Green Bay chose LaFleur at the end of the day. Now you get in this situation. ACL, Achilles last year, so you missed that. They had to, tread water. Now you come into it. You saw them 2 weeks ago. Get into it. We shared it on our chat. Get into it on the sideline. Him and the coach.
Yeah.
And they was like, nah, that ain't nothing. Aaron was just saying, like, let's keep on playing the tempo or something like that. Man, you can't hide what your eyes are seeing.
Dawn Davenport is visiting with head coaches in advance of her game coming up this weekend. Ron Slay is here at Shoney's on Donelson Pike.
I'm in the building. Sunday's in my belly. They're in my belly. It's Sunday in my belly. I'm in the belly.
You're in the belly of the beast.
Yeah. You know what? And I got to let it be known, just so people understand that this is Florida Hate Week, and we don't like them. They don't like us, and everything is fine. We cool with that. I will not be seen without my Gators somewhere on me from this day forward. This day forward, either I'm wearing them or I'm carrying them. One of the two. But it's Gator Hate Week, and I'm stomping in my Gators all week long till we get up to Saturday. This is the only day I'm not going to have them on.
Okay, you saw me look at your shoes.
Yeah, today is. I was thinking about bringing them today. I was like, no, I know the floors in here. I don't want to scuff up their floors by tap dancing and everything in here. So I said, I ain't going to do Shoney's like that because it's a nice establishment. But anywhere else, I'm tearing the floors up, people. So be prepared.
As the week goes on.
Oh, we getting LL this week, too.
So we're seeing a trend in college football. All right, so it's crazy, and I know you guys talked about this yesterday, but it's crazy to think that Ole Miss, Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia all have losses already. So I think it's interesting to see what happens after a big win and what happens after a crushing loss. Mm-hmm. Is that teams bounce back on one way or the other, right? Like, so Alabama has the dramatic win against Georgia. They're riding high. They go into Vanderbilt. They lose for the first time to Vandy since 1985. And number one, I didn't get a chance to say it yesterday, and I texted my Vandy friends. I'm so happy for my Vandy friends that got to experience that.
Dude.
I mean, that is something that on their deathbed they will remember.
No question.
And that's what life's about, right? Like, it's hard to find moments like that. So I'm glad that they, from an Alabama perspective, yeah, you're pissed off, but you move on.
Yeah.
Because of a 12-team playoff, you're still fine.
Yeah, you let that hangover get you if you want to. You're going to be in trouble.
Don't let one loss turn into two.
Yeah, exactly. But I do think, man, it's something that you try to explain. We talked about it leading up to 2 years ago when we played Alabama. Like, dog, y'all ain't really experienced it, what it's like. Like, generations, we trying to explain to them what it's like to get that victory. And we got to feel it. Now Vandy got to feel it. So shout out to Alabama for just letting people feel it.
And then they walked that goalpost 3.9 miles to the river.
All the way to the river. Get this in that river.
Is it still sitting there? Because the Cumberland doesn't flow.
No,
like, is the goalpost still sitting in the river?
They ain't got it that night.
Like, there's a truck you can see from the pedestrian street bridge. If you look down on the left side, if you're going toward the stadium, right as you get onto the bridge and you start that little apex up.
That's right.
You look down and you see a truck in the river. Like, is the goalpost next to that?
It better not be. Vandy should have tore that. This is my only thing. They should have tore down both goalposts, though.
Well, the other one, my guy Mark Carter, who is associate AD over there.
Yeah.
with the Commodore Club.
He saved it.
Sent a picture on Instagram, and they have the other goalpost, and they're cutting it into pieces.
Okay.
And then I don't know what the plan is. They're going to raise money on some level. You know,
so I was going what is it, 6 inches and 8 inches, 1,000 a piece or something close to that? Some wild ain't it, though?
Wouldn't it be worth it?
I'll look it up.
I thought you was going to say something. You just grabbed the mic.
We actually need a hotkey for him to say that because he says that all the time. Because we hit him with so many random things. I'll look it up.
No, but that's I think, man, you're going to see this week the true hate. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's where I was going. So Tennessee has a tough loss. Nico didn't play well, didn't see the field well. Credit to Arkansas. Danico Slaughter played his butt off.
Yes, he did.
But credit to Arkansas with a good scheme, and they just befuddled Tennessee. And look, when it was 14-3, and you get the running into the kicker penalty that extends the drive on a play where he was not supposed to even rush the punter. I mean, Tennessee was about to go up 21-3 in my guess, and then it's over.
The momentum was that, and that's all it takes in these games to shift the momentum, especially you're on the road. On the road is already difficult to win, but to have that momentum going your way, and then for you to keep the drive alive, they scored on that drive.
Does Tennessee bounce back? Like, does that make Tennessee angry?
That's a great question.
And they bounce back and blow the hell out of Florida.
Me, I want to believe in what I've been seeing leading up to this point and believe in what I think we saw, 2 years ago when they had to face South Carolina. Henry got hurt. They got blasted, got ran out of there. And all the questions were, what is this culture like? How do they bounce back? So I'm heavy on resume and what you've done in your history. So I got to lean on that. Yes, I think they bounce back. Yes, I think they lean into it the same way I'm going to lean into this Shoney's fresh food bar here shortly. But
all you care to eat, fresh food bar.
Yeah, because it's care, not can. You care.
Yeah, it used to be can, but now it's all you care to eat.
I care to eat.
Breakfast bar open from opening to 11 a.m. Lunch bar is 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and dinner 4 p.m. to close. Delicious has been trending at Shoney's for more than 75 years. Make sure to head in for a delicious meal today at one of Shoney's Middle Tennessee locations. Shoney's, always fresh, always delicious. Let's eat. Locations, Clarksville, Dixon, Lebanon, and right here on Donelson Pike in Nashville. We'll be here until 6 o'clock again, giving away Tennessee, Florida tickets at the end of the show. You just need to get here and get your name in the box and enjoy some
Put your name in the box.
Yep.
Let me ask you this, Yor.
Yep.
You think they bounce back or you want to answer later?
I think they're going to blow the hell out of Florida. Mm-hmm. And Florida had a nice win against UCF, and they needed it. And they were an underdog at home, and they controlled that entire game.
And that crowd was loud down there at the Swamp.
Credit.
Listening to it on TV, I was like, wow, that just lets you know, man, they still believe as a fan base. They just don't believe in the coach.
Well, so I know that the line was going to be between 17.5 and 20.5 prior to the loss to Arkansas for Tennessee, 14.5.
Yeah.
So I think you're buying Tennessee low at that number, and we'll see what they really are. Now, are they really a team that you can confuse offensively? We'll find out from Florida.
Two things I can't wait to get into.
Because Arkansas just put that on tape.
Yes, they did. And they got it. They stole it from Oklahoma. In a sense, you know what I'm saying? So I can't wait till we keep discussing it later in the week. Like I'm putting all the onus on this offensive line. Like that was ridiculous. Yes, Cooper Mays is banged up, but
two tackles played.
Y'all played Spraggins. The way you played, like it was solid, but y'all wasn't dominant. Y'all got punked, man. Y'all got pushed around, and that ain't cool. That ain't cool because that ain't cool for your quarterback that likes to throw in this offense on a platform.
Yep. Credit to the Hogs. Great game plan.
No question.
They played hard. They stayed in the game. And then we're able to get that last drive with a 250-pound running back running wild. College football notes real quick. 5 of the top 11 lost last weekend. We keep saying despite the 4-0 record and top 10 ranking, we kept saying despite those things that we didn't really know what Missouri is.
Yes.
Did we now?
Yeah.
Or was that an outlier?
No.
They got run.
You know what,
in College Station, 41-10.
I'm going to give more credit to Mike Elko because we talked about him in the beginning of the season, and they were right there with Notre Dame.
Yeah.
This right here, I don't know, that was crazy.
Missouri quarterback Brady Cook, 13 of 31, 186 in a touchdown. Missouri run game, this is where they struggled, 30 carries, 68 yards.
Yeah.
Florida got that relatively easily win at home as an underdog against UCF, 24-13. They controlled the game. Graham Mertz, was efficient, 19 of 23, 179 yards, a touchdown. Gators held the UCF run game to 2.7 yards per carry. That's what they're going to try to do to Tennessee, no question. And then respect to Army and Navy, both 5-0 for the first time since 1945. I mean, right after World War II ends, They both go 5-0 that same year. World War II ended in September. They went 5-0 each right after that happened. That's amazing. So we will be at the Army Navy game. That's going to be fun.
First of all, I hope I'm going to take the over right now.
Over what?
The over, whatever it is. The over under, I'm taking over.
22, 45.
Over.
62.
Over. I think they both going to score. This is going to be.
More coming at you live from Shoney's. Again, we have Shoney's prize packs for you. Get registered. Eggy Bob is outside, right outside the front door with a big 104.5 The Zone 10. And the Sprinter van is right there as well. Also, your chance to get registered to win Tennessee, Florida tickets. We will give them away today toward the end of the show. Brent Doherty, Ron Slade, Don Davenport will be here shortly. Jim Wyatt comes up next. He called that Vanderbilt win over Alabama on some level. We'll play it for you. You can judge. That's next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Real estate is out of control between guaranteed offer programs and new laws about agent commissions. It's gotten so confusing. No, what's not confusing? Paying someone a low flat fee to sell your house. And that's where my friends at Listing Spark come in. Listing Spark is Nashville's flat fee real estate company. Flat fee selling is sweeping the nation because it's faster and keeps more money in your pocket. In fact, professional real estate investors have known about it for years. With Listing Spark, you don't pay hefty agent commissions and you don't leave money on the table. So if you have a house worth $400,000, you actually sell it for $400,000 without paying $24,000 in agent commissions. Contact Listing Spark today to find out how much your home is worth for free. See, simple. Call 615-993-LIST or go to listingspark.com. That's listingspark.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Shoney's on Donelson Pike. Man, you need to get here. I just perused the All You Care to Eat Fresh Food Bar.
Ooh, it looks good.
Fiesta Day today. Slay's already
He's already had one plate.
been able to partake today.
Slay has had All-American burger, bacon, grilled mushrooms, grilled onions, cheese, and fries, and a hot fudge cake sundae. That's not the name. Hot fudge cake. I don't know why I want to put sundae. Maybe because it's a cherry on top.
Because it's a yummy goodness
It is.
Sunday-like thing.
And Babs, I'll have 2 of those before the day's done.
It is the Shoney's world
Promise
famous
you.
hot fudge cake.
There you go.
Oh, hot fudge cake.
Yeah, and they got a little, what's that, the little strawberry pie over there?
Yep, the strawberry pie.
Yeah, that, Jim Wyatt looked like he might like that.
Each are $5.99.
That's me.
Ooh.
Jim Wyatt joins us now, and he is a very happy guy, I would imagine. Jimmy, what's up? How are you?
How you guys doing?
What's up, Jimmy?
I mean, how are you doing, big boy?
Come on, Jimmy. Don't you get on here acting like that, Jimmy. Come on.
Noted Vanderbilt enthusiast, to say the least.
Yeah, that's, I'm feeling pretty good, I have to say. Some of my first memories going out there games as my dad, of course, you guys know, my dad went to Vanderbilt Law School, started taking me to games when I was a kid. And one of my first memories of a game was in 1979 when Alabama beat Vanderbilt 66-3 over there. And certainly there have been some tough moments over the years being a Vandy fan. I was at the game in 1984 when Vanderbilt won in Tuscaloosa. Kirk Page was the quarterback, Father Ryan grad. And certainly have seen all those games in between. I want to say I thought it's been exaggerated a little bit. Everybody talk about being 40 years, and it hasn't really been that long. They didn't play every year during those 40 years. I think some of that's exaggerated. It's only 23 years. So it hasn't been nearly as one-sided as
only 23.
Not years. 23 games, Jimmy.
That's right. I'm teasing, of course. But
yes.
But it's been a long time. But it was certainly a fun game to be at. Been a Vandy fan since I was a kid. I have to say that's the most memorable game I think I've ever been to, and just the reaction that's come from it has been great. I mean, because it's certainly been some tough times, and that one made invest as much time and emotion into it for 50 years of my life. All paid off on Saturday.
Well, a week ago today, we talked about Vanderbilt playing Alabama after we talked about the Alabama win against Georgia. And you had these words, Reed has this, you had these words to say about, at that point, the upcoming matchup between Vanderbilt and Alabama. Do you get, some vacation time?
No, I'm sticking around here. Yeah, I need, trying to get some stuff done around the house. Alabama's in town, so I always I enjoy seeing that game on Sunday. You guys know my daughter went to Alabama, so been down there to see it play. And
family rivalry.
So it's fun. So it'll be fun. I mean, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm not exactly expecting a shootout like Alabama and Georgia had over the weekend. I think probably be a lower scoring game. Vandy maybe win by a field goal in the fourth.
Jimmy Wyatt called it.
Hey, man, don't y'all know I'm over here tripping? Didn't you just hear me say? I looked at Babs like, did you say that? I didn't hear that you were playing that part.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jimmy's about to go back down this road again for Kentucky, too? Okay, I like that. I like that, Jimmy.
I was wrong because it was a shootout. I said I didn't think it'd be a shootout, and I underestimated Vandy. I thought they'd only win by 3. They won by 5. So
that's right.
Mike
drunk. Vandy short. So
did you storm the field, Jimmy?
I did storm the field. It's been a long time. Last time I did that was in 1982 when Whitaker was quarterback for Vanderbilt. They beat Tennessee over there in 82, and they took the goalpost down. I was a teenager. And so I was at that game and stormed the field. And back then, I was thinking I was going to get on the goalpost and didn't do it. But this is different storming the field in your 50s. My wife and I were sitting in row 53, which is where our season tickets are. And, the game ended, and people started running on the field, and I told my wife, I said, we're going on the field. We got to get down there. She said, we can't get on the field. I said, Steph, we're going. We can't not go on the field. So the aisles were packed with Alabama people trying to get out of there. And so I said, well, let's cut through the crowds. We went down 53 bleachers and climbed over a couple of railings. We got down to that front row. And it's not easy to get on the field at Vandy. It's because it's elevated. So I went first and we cut through the railing, stepped on top of a big trash can, stepped on top of one of the benches on the side, and then my wife said, I can't do this. I'm going to fall. And I said, I've got you. So I held on to her and made sure she cut through there. And we made it on the field and hung around, watched the celebration. This time I was trying not to get hit by the goalpost. You know, my wife would never let me live that down if she goes on the field with me, and then she ends up having the goalpost hit her upside the head. So, but we were there, and certainly it was a lot of fun. She grew up like me. She didn't go to Vandy. She grew up in a Vandy household like me, though. She went to Ole Miss, played golf at Ole Miss, but Vandy's kind of always been her team too with me. So. That's not the only reason I married her, but we have some other things in common.
Well, that's good.
But we do. We both have loved Vandy since we were kids.
I texted you immediately after it happened, and you responded pretty quickly, and you were already on the field. You sent me a picture of you and your wife on the field.
Great.
Did you roll with everybody down to the Cumberland River, the 3.9 miles from Vanderbilt Stadium?
If I'd have known they were going, I would have. Like we did hang around on the field for probably about an hour, and certainly I saw them go out the corner. And if I knew they were going down Broadway, I'm not kidding. My wife and I we were so worked up we would have done it. But probably glad we didn't, because we'd have gotten down there and we'd have thought, oh gosh, now we got to walk all the way back. So, but it was fun to see it. I saw a lot of people that I've been seeing over the games, seeing over there since I was a kid, and so it was a lot of fun. It was a fun day to be a Vandy fan, and I hope you have more moments like that.
Yeah, I texted my
and it was tough at my house. You know, my daughter, you guys know me. My daughter went to Alabama.
Yeah.
My son-in-law went to Alabama. I didn't want to rub in with her, and I don't have. Here, my daughter's calling me right now as I mention her name. So I've tried not to rub it in with her, but she's been a great sport. She knows how. She's been to a lot of those games over the years with me, so she's been happy for me.
Yeah, I love talking with my buddies. J.R. Hand is a guy that's a friend of the show, and texted him, and he and his family were having a great time, and then got with Hy Lewis, who played quarterback at Vanderbilt, and he was very descriptive on how excited he was about that. I hope he's listening. He understands. But anyway, I'm so glad that you got to experience that, man, and let's see what they can roll up with in Lexington this weekend.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. Kentucky's good. I mean, Kentucky should have knocked off a number one team themselves. They had Georgia on the ropes. They went down and beat Ole Miss. So, I mean, it's not like if Vanderbilt lose this game, it's not going to be they've had a letdown. It's just because, Kentucky's good. So, Vandy's got a chance to win some more games this year. They're a much better program. And so I hope things continue to go in the right direction.
All right, Jim Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com with us. Moving on to the Titans and the Colts. So the Titans have the week off, obviously. Colts coming into town, a 1.5-point favorite over the home team. Obviously, the big story is Will Levis' status. I guess we'll see if he's at practice tomorrow. What do you know there, and what can we expect?
Yeah, man, I don't think Brian Callahan's really playing any games or trying to get any kind of a competitive advantage here. I mean, he was pretty clear yesterday that he expects Will to practice, expects him to play, said he's going to be dealing with some discomfort, just like anybody would be coming back from a shoulder injury. So, I mean, I expect him to see. I'm standing on the fourth floor of the practice field, overlooking the practice field right now, and I expect to see him out here tomorrow. And, the only thing I can't think that would change things, and not saying there's there's no chance of this happening, but sometimes when a guy comes back and he throws and there's discomfort and pain, and maybe you shut him down. But, that's one scenario that could play out, but I think the expectation is he's practicing. He's going to work through it, get better each day, and he'll be the starting quarterback on Sunday. But, again, you got to get through the practice week in order for that to happen.
So a bye week for this team and this brand new coaching staff. What's the focus? What did they do? You know, you always, at least in college, every week I've had a couple of teams coming off buys the last few weeks, and it's okay. We did a complete dive into self-scout. You know, we found that we showed these tendencies. We found this. What did the Titans do, and what did Callie do during the bye?
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it, just self-scouting and just looking at yourself, and then doing some prep for the upcoming opponent. You know, and then getting healthy. You know, especially as true as it relates to Will. But I think everybody also took a little time off just to kind of decompress and just get ready for what's to come. I mean, that's the bye week is a great chance to get healthy, but when it's this early in the season, you know, it puts a long road ahead of you where you have to play through a lot more stuff. You don't get a break. So I think they did try to take advantage of the weekend. The biggest thing is just, you know, knowing that the team has to get better here and can't make mistakes. I mean, the Titans 1-3 right now could very easily be 3-1, and it hasn't happened because of self-inflicted wounds and turnovers, and you know, a lot of that's been at the quarterback position. So Will has got to settle down and play better. Can't turn the ball over. They've got to be good around them. And let's face it, the road coming up is tougher than what's in the past. I mean, they played a rookie quarterback in his first game in week 1. They played a couple of backups in a couple of the other games, and now you got the Colts coming in here who can score, and after that it's at Buffalo, it's at Detroit. So better get going, or this season's going to be lost.
Jimmy, was it much to it with Big John Ojukwu getting waived?
Well, I think there's probably a couple of things you could consider there. You know, one of them is Cedric Gray coming back to practice.
Right.
You know, with the shoulder injury, they open up a 3-week window. That's a potential option. You could consider doing some things at other spots too. I would think we'll let the week play out and see some things develop. Wouldn't surprise me at all if he's back here on the practice squad. He's a guy they like and have worked with and tried to develop. So right now it just frees up a spot, and it's kind of to be determined on how that spot's filled.
When you look at the Colts, what do you see offensively? They're a bit sporadic, but they actually moved the football better with Joe Flacco. But Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor both missed the Jacksonville game. They're saying they're hopeful that they'll get back. What do you anticipate offensively from the Indianapolis Colts?
Yeah, I mean, the big question, like you said, Brent, is just what they do at quarterback. It seems like this has kind of been the case every week. You know, at least 3 weeks in a row, it was Jordan Love or Malik Willis, and then Tyler Huntley or Skylar Thompson or Tim Boyle, and now here it is, trying to see how this week plays out with Richardson and Flacco. That's the big unknown. I would love to see a Richardson-Levis matchup because we didn't get to see it last year, and Richardson got hurt in the game in Indy early in the season. So I kind of hope he's back and ready, just because I'd like to see him again up close, and I think it'd be fun to watch the two young quarterbacks play. Flacco makes you nervous because he is so productive no matter where he is. He just seems like he steps in and is capable of guiding offenses and scoring points. So Titans will be facing the challenge for sure, no matter who it is.
Yeah, in terms of quarterback, Anthony Richardson completing 50% of his passes, 50.6%, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Joe Flacco, meanwhile, completing 70% of his passes, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Flacco.
That's kind of an interesting little storyline there where there might be like Anthony Richardson's like, I'm good to go. Well, maybe you should wait another week.
Yeah, it is crazy. I mean, Flacco's been remarkable. He was last year, and here he is stepping in, and it looked good this year too. So I don't know. I just kind of think they're in the same boat there as the Titans are here, and that they want to see what they've got in their young quarterback, and they want to play him. And so I think they'll put him back in there as long as he's healthy and feeling good.
Jim Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com. You can get your Titans content there.
Jimmy, much to do about nothing with the injury to Big Jeff, or is this still you think it's going to be something he has to manage throughout, or is he back?
Well, I think he'll be back and playing. I mean, I expect him to play Sunday. I expect him to have to work through it. I mean, he's been wearing that brace for a while, and it bothered him to the point where he just didn't feel like he could protect himself well enough or really be as effective as he needs to be in Miami. So they shut him down, gave him an extra week or two to get healthy, and I think he'll be a go on Sunday. And I think he knows he needs to be more disruptive. We've seen what Devondre Sweat can do. Yeah. Now, if you can get Jeffrey kind of creating that same disruptive force in the middle of the line, I think the Titans defense can take it to a whole nother level. But I think he's back. Yeah, and I think the week helped him.
It's interesting that the Colts are 1.5-point favorite. When you start to dive into the numbers a little bit, I really think that it's going to come down to which defense stands tall. And the Colts are last in the NFL in total defense, and by a lot. They give up 419 yards per game. The second worst defense is in Jacksonville. They give up 393. So there's a wide gap between the second worst and the worst defense in the NFL. Indy, number 29 against the pass. Indy is number 31 against the run, giving up 157 yards a game on the ground. So it'll be interesting to see how the Colts defend the Titans' offense, and maybe the Titans can get some fluidity going in terms of play calling and execution.
Yeah, no question. And you'd love to see Will, kind of build some momentum and make some plays downfield. I mean, this team has been, somewhat sporadic on offense. They've had moments where they have been able to run the ball well, haven't done it consistently well. It was a great performance on Monday night as far as being able to control the ball and at least get yourself in a position to score. But the Titans need to score more touchdowns, not kick so many field goals, and need to get Ridley and Boyd and Hopkins and some of their playmakers more involved, because if you can hit some plays downfield, that opens everything up. And I think most importantly for Will, he's just got to build some confidence and hit some of these throws downfield, and maybe that would kind of spark something here as we come back from the bye.
You good?
Yeah, I'm cool. I wanted to say Burks, but I can't even really fight right now.
No, you can't.
Just gotta kind of go.
You literally can say nothing.
Yeah.
Although we can.
Let it happen. It'll happen one day.
Yeah. We can hit on the offensive line, though. We can always hit on that.
Absolutely.
Right? It's going to be better at some point, right?
I mean, they played well last game, so can they stack performances?
Some of them.
Yeah. Well, one sack and they ran the ball.
Yeah, and it's hard to get. I mean, I'll say this about the offensive line. I thought it was better from a run blocking perspective, but it's hard to say everything was fixed just because they weren't put in stressful situations, protecting to where they had to protect the quarterback in that game. I mean, unless you really look at the box score, I think what's lost in some of this is the Titans only threw the ball 3 times in the second half.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Pretty much ran it, and so when you're not throwing it, you're not putting your guys in a position where they're getting tested and they're giving up sacks. So I think you're not going to have many games like that. So these guys are going to have to play better on Sunday and moving forward, and just can't get the quarterback hit.
Yeah, Don made that point after the game. I didn't even realize that they only threw 3 times in the second. No wonder they didn't give up any sacks. That's awesome. Yeah. Hey, congrats again on that Vandy win, Jimmy, and we'll talk with you next week, brother.
Okay, y'all be good. Appreciate it.
There he is, Jim Wyatt at Jay Wyatt Sports. More from Shoney's. Donelson Pike, come by and see us. We're going to give away a Shoney's gift pack when we come back. Also, get your name in the box. Your chance to win Tennessee, Florida tickets. We're going to give them away today at the end of the show. You just need to register. Go see Eki Bop in the parking lot. That's where he is. We'll be right back. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Man, I really want to go get some carrots and corn off that fresh food bar.
Mac and cheese.
That's what you want? It's right next to the carrots and corn, the mac and cheese. Brentwood Jewelry, I want to tell you about the Amamali family. You're going to love these guys when you go visit with them. And we all have gifting responsibilities throughout the course of the year. Why not make it just a no-brainer? When any gifting responsibility for you comes up, you can just go see the Amamali family at Brentwood Jewelry. They'll point you in the right direction. They'll get to know you quickly. And they are awesome, awesome people. If you're a watch guy like me, this is your spot. There is no place better to shop for watches than Brentwood Jewelry. Large selection of timepieces, including brands like Bremont, Tissot, Oris, Longines, and Luminox. Don't forget about Brentwood Jewelry's pre-owned Rolex marketplace. With fine pre-owned Rolexes for a fraction of the cost, every watch they sell has been meticulously serviced to ensure the highest level of performance and is presented with a 2-year warranty. They offer an extensive online selection of fine pre-owned Rolex watches. Their selection includes both prior models and the current models from which you can compare. BrentwoodJewelry.com is the website where you can catch all of that action. BrentwoodJewelry.com. Brentwood Jewelry here to help you pop the question. Let them help you take the stress out of selecting the perfect engagement ring. They can help you find a beautiful ring in your ideal budget. Browse their incredible selection of one-of-a-kind rings or talk with their custom design specialists to create a stunning ring as remarkable as your loved one. Brentwood Jewelry, 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
All right, what better way to get into the football big games than on Zen Sports, the new sportsbook in Tennessee, bringing sports betting to a whole new level. And when you sign up for Zen Sports, if you haven't done it already, then you're not listening to me. You should listen to me. You will automatically earn up to a $100 no danger first wager, which means if your first bet loses, you'll be reimbursed for the amount of your bet. That's up to $100. Yes, Zen Sports. What's better with Zen Sports' new look? They're now offering NFL player props, daily promotions. That includes odds boosts, no danger wager, same game parlays, even daily same game parlay super boost. I get an email every single day telling me exactly which ones they are. Zen Sports provides daily super boosts that are 16% over their Tennessee competitors. Also have a one-of-a-kind VIP rewards program. You can earn monthly comps at sporting events, at concerts, even sportsbook bonuses too. Just go to zensports.com/VIP to check that out. Go to zensports.com to get in on betting with Zen Sports, or just download the app on your phone. Super easy to do it from that app as well. Zen Sports, betting just got better. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. Terms and conditions apply. No danger wager, limited to plus 500 odds to qualify. Boosted odds are derived from equivalent parlay bets offered in Tennessee. Must be 21 and older and in Tennessee to bet.
You have a name yet? 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. For Tennessee fans, it's a pretty big week. For Titans fans, it's a pretty big week. Some rivalry games coming up this weekend.
That's right. This is rivalry weekend for a lot of us.
Should it just be trash talk week?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be? Looking for any Gators if they can be found. I know they got a lot of bad weather down there. So
well, there are a lot of Colts fans here too because of the Peyton Manning thing. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Who cares?
I know a lot of Titans fans feel a certain kind of way about that whole thing. Shoney's on Donelson Pike is where we are. Zeph just went to get a name from the box for a Shoney's gift pack. Again, get here, get your name in the box. Your chance to win Tennessee, Florida tickets coming up at the end of the show.
She already saying we got a winner over there. She was waving her hand.
She's like, stop talking about it. Delicious has been trending at Shoney's for more than 75 years. Make sure to head in for a delicious meal today at one of Shoney's Middle Tennessee locations. Shoney's always fresh, always delicious. Let's eat.
Let's eat.
We'll get a winner here in a second. Gil joins us now from Shoney's, and he's got you got a power tee, so to speak, on your vest.
Yes, I do.
There. What's up, Gil? How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. I am so pumped you guys are out here with us today.
Does it surprise you that I have a plate full of vegetables?
It does a little bit. I'll be honest. Not gonna lie, Brett. Not gonna lie.
Hey, listen, Gil.
it,
all dinosaurs are not built the same, so I don't eat that same stuff. I'm gonna eat meat-eating dinosaur right here.
Corn.
Yeah, but these are so good.
Corn, carrots, green beans, and a little mashed potatoes. What you got, Babsy?
Mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, and green beans.
There you go.
Y'all are doing so. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all ain't eating nothing like me.
Oh, I'm not done.
Okay. Do you see how many scoops of mac and cheese I have? I mean, come on.
It is all you care to eat.
See? There you go.
I'm telling you, for like long-time Nashvillians, like this is kind of a romantic thing. Shoney's. This name, this brand has meant so much to so many people over time, and we're so glad to be here, man. And you have the all you care to eat fresh food bar. You also have a bar over there, like a legit bar over there.
Yeah.
Really? Yes, we do, Brent. I'm really glad to hear you say about your memories of Shoney's. I share that exact same story. I grew up in Nashville. I would venture to say Shoney's is probably the earliest food memory, restaurant memory of my life. And that makes it fun to do this job. I'm the chief marketing officer of the brand, and given I grew up on the brand, love the brand, and am loyal to it, so many decades later, it makes it fun.
I think we all kind of share those same sentiments. I was here earlier, and I was eating and walked outside to, record something for social media to let everybody know we were out here. And two women stopped me out there in the parking lot. Knew my mom. So it was like, are you Ron Slade? We know your mom. This, that, and the other. So me and Gil first talked, that was my whole thing. Like, I used to come here all the time. It was almost like a meeting place. And then, about 30 minutes later, Coach Fitzgerald called me and was like, what y'all doing out of Shoney's? I was like, man, we partnered with them. We doing this. He was like, that's a throwback. That's a throwback spot right there, man. Like, that's what we used to go eat for AAU tournaments. So, had a lot of people. Fed a lot of people. We do need to have them come out. Yeah, definitely. It is family tradition, though, with a twist now, though, because you got so much more than just a fresh food bar, so you look at the menu.
And a real bar.
And the wings are
fully stocked.
Yes. Every bit of it.
There's Tito's over there, Slay.
Yeah, I know.
Can I add to that a little bit?
Yes, Slay? You can.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody knows Shoney's.
Yes.
Everybody knows us for the fresh food bar.
Absolutely.
What we have introduced very recently, and it's going on right now, is what we call theme nights.
Theme nights.
And theme meals. Theme meals, theme nights, whichever one you want to go with. Every day of the week, we feature a certain genre of food. Today is Flavor Fiesta. That's our Mexican-inspired dishes.
Right.
And they're great. And we've gotten some great feedback on these. They're a great way for a family to come out, and everybody knows the family doesn't always agree.
Yes.
When that question gets asked, what do we want to eat tonight?
Right.
So this is a great opportunity if somebody wants to come out and get a burger, if somebody wants to eat the traditional Shoney's fresh food bar, fried chicken, whatever, that's all still on the bar. But in addition to the food bar, to all that, every night it's a new thing. We've got backyard barbecue. We got Brenner, which is breakfast.
That's
for
my
dinner.
Wednesdays.
This cracks me up.
That's my favorite
Brenner.
one right there. Yeah,
breakfast at dinner.
We've got dinner Italiano, which is our Italian night on Thursday. traditional seafood on Friday, and then steak and seafood on Saturday, and then on Sunday we wrap it up with that old-fashioned
Soul
Sunday
food Sundays,
dinner.
baby. That's right.
So
Everybody from the South know about that.
It's all Shoney's, but
Yeah.
there's some new flavors and taste added to the mix.
Absolutely.
But you're right, though. I mean, the menu is phenomenal and organized well, and like things for everyone. And you've got the classics like the All American Burger, which we all know about. But you've got the steakhouse sirloin, the half a pound, mushroom Swiss chicken. What are you pointing at?
I'm pointing at them wings because they got all kind of flavors to go with them too. So Eric already put me on that, so I'm telling you, like them wings, I can't wait. We go to Lebanon next week. So I'm gonna jump off in there and taste their wings. Their wings better be up to par with these wings. I'm gonna have to call somebody, let them know. Hey, Big Slay don't play. Get your Shoney's right. Get your Shoney's in order. That's family up there.
They are
Slay
going
don't
to be
play.
good.
They are.
I
That's family
promise
up there.
you.
That's a
I promise
guarantee.
you.
That's my people.
Hey, Ron, thanks for mentioning Lebanon next week.
Yeah.
This promotion that we're running right now with 104.5 The Zone is for all of Middle Tennessee. Shoney's of Middle Tennessee. So
Nice.
Nashville, Donelson Pike, Lebanon next week.
Yep.
Then we'll be in Clarksville in a couple weeks, and then wrap it up in Dixon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we got the national location. We're right there, Donelson Pike right now, Lebanon, Dixon, Clarksville, as you mentioned. Social media, you can catch Shoney's at Shoney's on Instagram and Facebook and X. So appreciate it, Gil. Enjoying the veggie, and we'll get some more in a little bit.
Appreciate you as well.
We've got a Shoney's gift basket to give away. Do you have a name
Right now?
Zeph? Yes.
A gift bag.
The winner of the first gift basket is Joseph Howell.
Joseph Howell.
Joho.
Okay.
They probably can't hear us over
they,
there.
Joseph Howell.
Yeah, we'll get
Slay.
we'll get the winner. All right.
Hold that
Not supposed to really
down.
do that while
No.
you right.
People
When
are
we-
trying to enjoy their
Treated it
meal.
like a cafeteria. My
When
bad.
we come back, we'll take a look at the Indianapolis Colts as we get into Titans Colts week. We'll do that next as we broadcast live from Shoney's on Donelson Pike. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Again, get here for your chance to win Tennessee, Florida tickets. More next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's
Switch,
hap-
please.
Thank you, Babsy.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go. What's happening, people? Low T Center. This is coming to you live with Big Slay. If you're often feeling a little tired, you're lacking motivation, you drive and gain weight, noticing a loss of muscle mass, get to Low T right now. Now, I'm telling you right now, they got an on-site lab that can get your results back in about 25 minutes. All you got to do is go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment today. That's lowtcenter.com. Reinventing men's healthcare. Babsy, it's all yours.
Sounds good. Thanks, Slay. I'm not going to talk about reinventing men's healthcare at all. I'm going to talk about artificial turf that you need in your backyard. How about that? I'm going to talk about Grass 365. They've been the leader in the design and installation of synthetic grass and artificial turf products all around the world, and they install the industry's highest quality turf products. I'm talking backyard putting greens, playgrounds, bocce ball courts, artificial lawns, and I can speak to how great this is because, one, you guys remember when I was like combining gifts, like happy birthday to my husband, happy Father's Day, and Merry Christmas, and all of that. I put it all into one, and got him a putting green for the backyard. You could do the same. Knock out all the holidays in one get and put a putting green in the backyard for your significant other. But maybe you just have areas where grass won't grow. Guess what? They can take care of that too. I mean, they do it all. Their lawn replacement products are world renowned among golfers and landscape architects. Maybe you have a pool and you want to turf around your pool deck in your backyard as well. Make it easier to clean up. Call Kent. He's the best, and he can give you an estimate today, 615-804-4927. Visit them at grass365.nashville.com. Again, that's my friend Kent. Tell him Don sent you. He'll give you 0% financing. 615-804-4927.
Good afternoon. It is 4:02. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the Shoney's off Donelson Pike. The Titans will return to Nissan Stadium this weekend for their first divisional game of the season as they get set to host the Indianapolis Colts. Head coach Brian Callahan met with the media yesterday and said that quarterback Will Levis should return to practice tomorrow after dealing with a throwing shoulder injury through the bye week. Today, the Titans made a roster move, releasing offensive lineman John Ojukwu, who was inactive for the first 3 weeks of the season and only played in 5 snaps versus Miami. In NFL news today, the New York Jets fired head coach Robert Saleh this morning and are turning to defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich as a interim to earn. He's going to get a chance to earn the permanent job with 12 full games remaining in the season. The Eagles are releasing former Pro Bowl linebacker Devin Wyatt, according to Adam Schefter. He has not played in a game this season after signing a 1-year deal. And the future is now in New England as the Patriots are planning to start Drake May against the Texans, the first start for the number 3 overall pick. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5, the Zone Tuesday edition. Hope you're having a great day. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City as we broadcast live from Shoney's in Nashville. Donelson Pike, that's where we are. We have gift bags to give away from Shoney's. We also have Tennessee, Florida tickets. Now, here's the thing. You must be present to win. So we will give away Shoney's gift bags at 4:45 and also 5:45 and also 5:45. And we will give Tennessee, Florida tickets away in the 5:45 segment right before we exit stage left. So get your name in the box.
Put your name in the box.
And you must be present to win. So, I mean, just, come hang out. And just take as many trips to the fresh food bar as you need.
And you know why they call it the fresh food bar? Because they keep continuing to put fresh food out there, people.
I think you need to walk the bar and describe what you see at some point.
I'm glad you asked.
Oh, you're going to do it now.
When you want to do it?
Right now. Slay Dog is here.
Hey, I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
Oh, look at this, Babsy. We could have had the Slim Jim for Jim Wyatt.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, yeah.
Grilled smokehouse ham served on a toasted hoagie with melted Swiss cheese, tomatoes, lettuce, pickle, signature Shoney's sauce, $9.99.
It is. First of all,
These prices are really good.
No, this is variety.
Before you start
You can't get a second fudge cake.
Oh, I'm getting one.
He was going to describe the food bar, but he went back to the dessert menu. So in the meantime,
In between time.
Peace. And Babs is here.
Hey,
Babsy.
let's go. Happy Monday to you, people. By the way,
do you have a new winner?
I do. I have a gift bag winner for Janice Haggard.
Hey, Janice Haggard.
Oh, she's there. I hear her.
Yep. Come on.
Janice is excited. Whoa, she just took a bow.
I think.
Look at that. There you go,
Hopefully
Janice.
she knows that's for the gift bag and not the tickets.
Always fresh, always delicious. Chef Eric has been revitalizing the menu. So is the Shoney's Classics with a modern twist. Did y'all know that Shoney's has been serving fresh and delicious food that we all love for more than 75 years now?
Yeah.
If you grew up in the Nashville area like me and Slay did, you grew up on Shoney's, and that is definitely true. What do you got going at the fresh food bar?
Dude, first of all, it's Fiesta Day on Tuesdays. That's the theme.
You going to start down there?
I'm going to go down here on this part of it, man. Listen.
That's what I'm going to hit next. I love seasoned ground beef, and I know they've got it over there.
Oh, they got plenty of it. They got the steak with the peppers and onions right here. They got the pinto beans. They got the black beans. They got the tortillas. They got the rice. Oh, yeah, they got the ground beef you was looking for. Oh, they got the chicken with the peppers. And you know what? I'm going to just grab some of them now.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to grab some of the chicken.
Look, he got a plate, man.
Chicken with the peppers. Because it only makes sense if I'm going to tell you about it, like, I should be trying it. Like,
I knew you couldn't walk through there without.
Yeah, I felt kind of silly. Walking through there not getting it.
So much.
Yeah, I mean, I came here to get my weight up. Then you always got the
Well, you got a fight coming up?
yeah. I might as well. I got one coming up Saturday against the Gators. We got fresh fruit right here.
You got to wrestle them Gators, man.
You better believe it. Peaches, pineapples, oranges, cantaloupe. You got potato salad, coleslaw.
I love cantaloupe, low key.
Then you got the salad bar. You can never go wrong. Ooh, the banana peppers right there, boy. I put a load of them to go. Barbecue chicken right here. Got some nice fish, boy.
You
I'm
have
telling
to cut him off.
Chicken, and you got green beans, baked beans, corn, mashed potatoes, macaroni
Listen
and
to him,
cheese.
like he won't stop.
Let me get some of the green beans right here, too.
The green beans are phenomenal.
Oh, well,
they have like some kind of butter sauce.
Fried catfish next to it.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
It was good. Kirby said it was good. Will you get me a couple pieces of that?
I'll grab you
Thank
whatever you need, Babs. Since you won't talk about them.
What? I don't know what you're talking
You ain't
about.
got to talk. I don't know what
So
you're
do you
talking
just
You
eat?
couldn't hear me.
Do you just eat the fried catfish just by itself, or do you need something like tartar sauce or something
Oh,
like
no,
that?
no, by itself.
No, and then guess what, though, Euro? After this, y'all, although I already had the All-American Burger, because you can also order off of the menu. You ain't
Yes.
just got to come get the fresh food bar. I've
So-
already ordered that.
So growing up, yeah, he's already had what is it, All-American Burger.
Look at that.
He seriously has a problem. So growing up, I would always get the stir fry
Oh yeah.
and then the dessert. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Hot fudge cake, light fudge.
I don't think you need a fork for the fried catfish.
Do you
What are you
just
going
announce
to
that?
eat it with your hand?
Yeah, like a chicken finger.
I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Listen,
Well.
this guy's
Hey, that was me.
already eaten 12 pounds of food.
How'd y'all get me on
we
now?
got to have some dignity.
Zeph know what to do.
Zeph's got you. All right.
Good job, Zeph.
Speaking of Zone TV, you can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Food, please.
Let's talk about the Colts.
Yeah, y'all talk about
I already told you about the quarterback situation. So Anthony Richardson has a hip injury, right? Like, so what the head coach, and Jonathan Taylor also missed the Jacksonville game, a game that they almost won.
Oh, my God.
What did you eat?
Chicken fajitas. Go ahead.
How's the catfish?
Okay, if you're a Titans fan, would you rather see Anthony Richardson or Flacco?
Richardson.
I mean, I feel like Joe Flacco is like the Titans killer.
Yeah, give me.
Right?
Don't they
Richardson
lose
all
to
day.
that guy, like that type of guy
That
all the time?
guy,
Let me
all
get
the
the
time.
aging veteran backup.
Right.
To just
Who everybody said, oh, surely he's washed by now.
Just carve me up like Jeffrey Dahmer.
playing so?
Well, that was descriptive.
Colts coach Shane Steichen said
Thank you.
they will see how the week goes for both, but both of them feel good right now. Jonathan Taylor missed the loss at Jacksonville with a right ankle injury. They ran the ball for like 100 yards against Jacksonville, but like 21 came on one play, 20 came on another play. So, like, in terms of continuity and what they were able to do through the course of the game, they really struggled in the run game with Jonathan Taylor. What's up?
So, I remember correctly, Joe Flacco has played the Titans 6 times in his career. He was with Baltimore for all of them except one when he was with Denver.
Ooh.
He has a passer rating of 70.1.
Okay.
1,195 yards, 5 touchdowns, 8 interceptions in 6 games in his career against the Tennessee Titans.
But don't you all feel like he's playing at a different level now? Like that he has found the fountain of youth or whatever?
Flacco?
Yeah, I mean, he's completing 70% of his passes, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Like, he's playing at a different level now.
I'm going to just go more free. If that, I mean,
Like Slay at the Fiesta Bar?
yeah, like I was just running around free up there, like just naming stuff, grabbing stuff. But this, and with Flacco in this situation, like how much is expected out of you? You know what I'm saying? Like I think walking into, what was it, Cleveland last year? That was a little different. But with this Colts situation, they just want him to tread water for the team. Don't give it away.
The thing that Anthony Richardson gives you, obviously, are the big play potential thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Right.
so he's only
Explosive.
been sacked 4 times in 4 games.
Yep.
Flacco was sacked 5 times last week. So there's that.
Well, we need that.
Flacco.
But he's averaging 60.2 rush yards per game.
And then Richardson.
Yes. Yeah. So 163.5 through the air, 60.2 on the ground. So that's a total of 199 yards of total offense. Again, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Against Jacksonville, Joe Flacco was 33 of 44, 359 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
I'm
Opponent.
Yeah,
right?
bingo.
I feel like you cannot overlook that.
The context
I know
is
a lot of
important.
times we do. I think it's important that you
Gotta have
point
it
out opponent in that scenario.
Tennessee Titans, number 1
Yes.
in the NFL in total defense. Number 1 against the run. Number 15.
Yes.
Sorry, number 1 against the pass. Number 15 against the run.
And you haven't won more games. Unbelievable.
But walking into this, you know where the Colts are? Giving up on the run, number 1, as far as giving up the most yards.
As far as the worst.
Yeah, they are the number 1 worst team.
Let me run through that real quick while we're there. I'm
Yeah.
glad you brought that up. So Colts team stats, which defense is going to stand tall? The Colts are last in the NFL in total defense, as Slay said, by a lot. They give up 419 yards per game. Second worst defense is in Jacksonville. They give up 393. So 26 yards per game difference between the second worst and the worst. That is a huge gap. Titans have the number 1 D going up, giving up just 243 yards per game. So the Titans give up 243. They give up 419.
Yeah. And in particular, the run. Like, I thought when you walked into the Miami game, and that's what we kept hearing Coach Callahan talk about, we wanted to lean on the running game. You were able to lean on it because Miami wasn't good up front. Indianapolis shouldn't be good up front either, so you ought to be able to lean on the running game, be able to get the play action going, which will lead to something as far as calming guys coming off the edge and Will Levis having an opportunity, or Mason Rudolph having an opportunity to throw, whichever one. So you take that for what it's worth and lean on Pollard and Spears to have another performance like they did in Miami.
You can take this for more data. Indianapolis is number 31 against the run, giving up 157 yards per game on the ground. Titans are number 15, giving up 119.8. In the throw game, Indy is number 29 against the pass. Titans are number 1. Indianapolis gives up 262 per game through the air. Titans 124.
Hey, man.
Dang.
These damn green beans. Good God Almighty,
I thought you were talking
man.
about the numbers.
No, these green
I told
beans.
you there's like a butter sauce in there.
Dude, it is. I don't know what they changed. There's some trickery right here.
I'm going to need you to focus.
I'm trying. They don't want to put a bar right here. Fresh food bar. Damn.
This is another one. We go back to management and say, listen, if you don't want him eating and talking about food on air,
I don't know what you want
don't
me to
put
do.
him in front of an all-you-can-eat bar.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Schedule gets tough for the Titans. Need to win this one. Titans go
No
to
doubt.
Detroit and Buffalo the next 2 weeks. Here are the next 7 games after this one for the Tennessee Titans. You ready?
Oof.
At Detroit, at Buffalo, New England, at the Chargers, Minnesota, who is 5-0,
They are rocking it.
at Houston, at Washington, who's won 4 in a row.
Daniels, man.
Need this one.
Yo, you got to let us enjoy the week, man. Like, what are you doing, dog? Golly.
You got to take a step back.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
I just throw it out there, man. You can do with it what you want.
I know. So you know the old cliche, it's one game at a time. You can't be looking forward.
Please don't.
Yes. So
I can.
West
I'm not on the
Virginia, West Virginia, Neil Brown just did this whole thing with his team because they went and saw the Brewers and they wore shirts that said, win one tonight. Like, that's it. That's all that
Stay
matters.
with that.
Win one, stay one. Told his
Jeez.
team, this is how we have to roll if we want to stay in contention in the Big 12. It's like a different spin on one game at a time. But, Mayor, I'm going to have to get you a shirt that
Yes,
says
you
win
are.
one Sunday, and that's it.
Somebody said it's only Tuesday, man.
Yeah, come on, Mayor.
It's dark down that alley, man.
We'll
Listen.
hit that schedule
When we
later.
get
Need
there.
this one. Need this one. All right, when we come back, how confident are you in Will Levis? From what I'm told, he's going to start on Sunday unless he has a setback. So we'll talk about that. 615-737-1045. We'd love to see you out here. Shoney's on Donelson Pike. Come register to win Tennessee, Florida tickets. We'll be right back with more next. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
What's happening, y'all? Listen, man, the storms are arising. Like, if you don't need them, you may know somebody that need them. They may not have heard of them. You need to get in touch with Generator Dave. Make it simple for them. Get them a Generac automatic standby generator. And prayers and hearts go out to the relief going on with Helene, that hurricane, and you also got Milton on the coming back on the heels. So this is the opportunity to get involved. Generator Dave, he will be loving to help you, Babsy. Tell him about the warranty.
Yes, so you want to get a Generac automatic standby generator. You want to get any brand of generator. Get a new 7-year warranty upgrade over $1,000 value for free when you call Generator Dave and tell him that we sent you from 3HL. You see a lot of people that are going to be affected and out of power with some of these storms, with Milton rolling through, even those areas not hit hard, but maybe getting the remnants and losing power. You don't ever want to be that family. You want to make sure that you protect your family, and that's exactly what Cove Generators wants to help you do. Never lose power again. Cove, C-O-V-E, generators.com, or call them at 931-559-3311.
Stay connected to it all.
Real estate is out of control between guaranteed offer programs and new laws about agent commissions. It's gotten so confusing. No, what's not confusing? Paying someone a low flat fee to sell your house. And that's where my friends at Listing Spark come in. Listing Spark is Nashville's flat fee real estate company. Flat fee selling is sweeping the nation because it's faster and keeps more money in your pocket. In fact, professional real estate investors have known about it for years. With Listing Spark, you don't pay hefty agent commissions and you don't leave money on the table. So if you have a house worth $400,000, you actually sell it for $400,000 without paying $24,000 in agent commissions. Contact Listing Spark today to find out how much your home is worth for free. See, simple. Call 615-993-LIST or go to listingspark.com. That's listingspark.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Broadcasting live from Shoney's, man.
Yes.
I just sampled the Fiesta bar.
Was I lying?
You were not lying. This is the chicken fajita mix
With the peppers and
onions
onions. Yeah.
combined with some seasoned ground beef and some rice.
Dog. They got the steak over there with the peppers and onions, too, if you want that. Like, this is a whole little Taco Tuesday fiesta going on right here. Like, I wouldn't be, like, I would be cool if the little mariachi band was walking around right now.
Well, you know who is walking
surprise me.
around right now?
Who?
Shoney Bear's walking
the Shoney
around.
Bear. The Shoney Bear. I almost took the Shoney Bear hat off.
We just took a picture
Shoney
with
Bear
Shoney
is little.
Very little.
Yeah, it's a pocket mascot. You can put it in your pocket.
So that way it don't scare the kids, I guess.
And I'm not saying him or her because I don't know.
Well, I would assume Shoney Bear's a her. She's my height.
Very small.
5'4". You're saying Shoney Bear's 5'4"? So I turned on Greeny and them this morning. I get up and Greeny drives me crazy with all the Jets talk.
Oh,
that's
he's
his
on
squad,
fire
boy.
right now. This is right up his alley now.
This is
So
it.
right after they go off the air and Stephen A. and that group comes on,
Oh, that's right. It didn't happen while he was
it
on
didn't
the
happen
air.
while he was on the air. So Molly goes, like Stephen A. was talking about something, I don't know, New York Knicks basketball or something, whatever he does. And he was screaming about it. And Molly like interrupts him and was like, screaming A, there's breaking news. She didn't say screaming A. That's just what I said.
That's what you call it.
Yeah. There's breaking news. The Jets have fired Robert Saleh. So then the entire show turned into Jets talk.
Yep.
And
I mean,
started
as
thinking,
it should, though, because
it should. That New York market.
And
it's
also-
something to do with A-Rod.
I don't even care
Yeah.
what market you're in. Like, it's a surprise that it happened this soon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, because what did I say to you guys? Okay, well, that was inevitable, but I was shocked that it was this early, this soon, and then now all those reports are coming out about how it was handled and how it was done, where security walks in, he learns he's fired, and then they escort him out.
Didn't address the team.
Can't talk to any of his players, can't talk to the team,
Right.
nothing, like just escorting him out. I mean, that's bomb.
I mean, the only thing that would be worse about that is like if he just walked in and his key card didn't work. Because I've known that to have happened to somebody.
With the Jets as well, too. Though.
That happened with the
Jamal
Titans.
Adams, too. I was going to say Jamal Adams with the Jets.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There was video
it's
of
a
it,
meme.
right?
It's a GIF out there for
yeah.
him.
Yep.
And then Steve McNair showed up and couldn't
Yep.
get in. There was that.
Y'all want another twist of this?
Wait,
Yes,
it was
hit it.
Steve and Eddie, right? I think it happened to
Both
both
of them?
of them.
I don't know about Eddie. I do know about Steve.
Whoa.
What, I
Ain't no
mean,
walking. Yeah,
there's no way they could do that to McNair,
You are absolutely.
right?
I was just going to say double. You can't do it to both of them.
I think I would have remembered
One
Eddie,
was
though.
an
It did
accident. The
happen.
two of them, golly. That's tough.
Yeah.
All right, twist to the story.
All right, twist.
New at NFL on CBS, Jonathan Jones reporting.
NFL on CBS.
Ousted Jets head coach Robert Saleh. Is that his name?
Robert
Yes.
Saleh.
I've been practicing on it all morning. Robert Saleh was considering firing OC Nathaniel Hackett before he himself was fired Tuesday morning.
That's what should have happened. It's not the defense.
It's the
Saleh
offense.
runs the defense.
But you know
Nathaniel
why it
Hackett
can't be
runs the offense
You
with
guys-
Aaron Rodgers.
Everybody in the world knows exactly who the snake in the
better
grass
believe- you
is
better believe.
that is making these decisions
believe.
He
happen.
said he's not.
But,
Word around the campfire.
Yeah, okay.
Word around the
And
campfire.
who's this guy?
Admit it.
A-Rod learned with everybody else
Aaron
is what they
Rodgers.
said.
And who's this guy?
And
So-
Nathaniel?
exactly.
Hit it, Reed. Nathaniel? Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. He
So,
is a Nathaniel.
If it was buzzing that, something was going to go on with him, A-Rod probably hit him with, hey, be cool, Nathaniel. I got us.
yeah,
Watch this right
no
here.
doubt.
Hey, coach.
So you're saying that it's
go.
it's conceivable to think that Aaron Rodgers learned of the plot against Nathaniel Hackett that he was going to be fired. So it's conceivable to think at that point Aaron Rodgers goes around him to Woody Hunt
All I'm saying
and
is
says, boom, and then the head coach is gone, Nathaniel Hackett's still there.
Aaron Rodgers has way too much control. That's right.
yeah.
Control!
Way too much control over whatever.
Why is Nathaniel Hackett there?
Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly.
So
Here is the
So
deal,
how
though.
could he-
Saleh, I mean, Can we be honest, though? There's an ad on TV right now of Taylor Lewan's daughter chugging water at the Preds game.
So great.
Because, by the way, NHL opening day is today. So
yeah, Preds start Thursday. Let's go Smashville.
Yep.
Dallas in the building.
Bring it
go get
on.
that first dub. 7 o'clock Thursday.
I'll be betting on y'all this year.
Yeah, I saw that. We are watching the Kraken right now. St. Louis
Kraken.
at Seattle. My play-by-play guy, Mike Monaco, for football is calling this game.
Oh, good.
Yes.
I can't imagine how difficult it would be to call hockey. Like, I always am
he didn't
amazed
grow
at
up.
Willie Donick and Pete Weber and their ability to, quickly go through those international names. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Well, and here's the deal.
We struggle with Sala.
Monaco didn't grow up playing hockey either. He didn't grow up playing hockey. He had to learn it, which is a lot of us. Not nowadays. I mean, there's so many hockey programs in the South.
How did you sidetrack us?
We just digress. I mean, what the
Usually
heck?
it's me.
I was back on Sala. They should have fired him in the offseason and called it a day, right? Because it was inevitable. You knew this was coming. Let it go.
Here's an interesting stat. All right. Robert Saleh, 20 and 36
It's
as a
just
head coach.
early.
Okay. But he lost Aaron Rodgers last year and had to deal with all that quarterback mess. Okay. So there's that. A-Rod. Check out this stat. Aaron Rodgers through 5 games. By the way, they're 2-3. They're only 1 game out in the AFC East.
Yeah, they win Sunday.
And they play Buffalo. Right. To your point, they're tied for first if they win that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So check out this stat on Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
He averages 6 yards per attempt. That is 28th in the NFL.
Wow.
And we're going to fire.
Levis
We're
worse?
going to fire the defensive-minded head coach.
It's his fault, man.
Man, these people out there playing with scissors.
Did you hear me say, is Will Levis worse?
Oh.
Will Levis isn't worse than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Richardson, 50.6% completion percentage. Levis, 68.4. Richardson, 163.5 per game. Levis, 157. 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions for Levis. 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions for Richardson.
Yeah.
72.8
So they're both bad.
quarterback rating for Levis, 60.2 for Anthony Richardson. How confident are you in Will Levis starting on Sunday for the Titans, assuming he doesn't have a setback? 1.5-point underdog against the team coming in with the worst defense in the NFL.
When you
This is what Vegas is telling you about the Titans offense.
I like where I think you're about to go with this, with what you're about to ask as far as the clarity of this question.
I need clarity.
Yeah.
Is it the confidence in his health, or is it the confidence in he can not make a bonehead mistake?
No, I'm not talking about health at all.
You're not talking health.
No, if he plays, that means he's good. Like if
He's good to
if
go.
you play in the NFL, you're ready.
Yeah.
I don't
Well-
care if you're 60% or 80%. If you're out there, you're out there.
Yeah, don't get out there.
I don't know.
I don't want health excuses.
I see
if
what you're
out there.
saying, but I think in his mind he would play if he's not 100% because he doesn't want Mason Rudolph to have another chance to take his job.
Freaking sure.
So
I mean,
that
you could
relies
tell
on the
sideline
training staff.
He didn't want Mason Rudolph in that game.
I know it turned
He was
into
like a
another
little kid.
meme.
Yeah, he was like a little kid over there. He just had that put me in game coach game face thing.
Before you answer, over under on how many memes come out of this if Will Levis does play.
I mean, there's
There's
always
been at least one every week.
It has been. I'm going to go under 1.5 only because Indianapolis Colts run defense is that bad.
It's dismal.
So what I thought you was going to say is how confident are you in the Titans getting the win and he getting the credit for that as far as Will Levis goes, because I do think they win this game. And if what Babsy said, like if you don't do any, like listen, I'm gonna go back to the slogan. This has been my slogan for the last 2 weeks. If you don't lose it, we'll win it. I mean, it's as simple as that. So if you can stay out of the way on that, that don't mean you're not throwing the ball. That don't mean you're not taking explosive plays downfield. If you don't lose it, though, that means not throwing it to guys that are defensive ends that are dropping back in coverage, not flicking it, not rolling it, not doing any of these things. Take that out of the game, and yes, we win. As far as my confidence in us winning that game because of the running game and this offensive line building on what they did in Miami, I'm at about 8.
Okay.
Doesn't it sound
Pretty high.
At about 8. Yep.
so simple to just like you throwing out there like play a clean game? And then,
Yes.
Yeah.
but it's so not.
Yes.
So my concerns obviously are all on that offensive line, right? But as far as run blocking, they look pretty good.
It's solid.
And now they're facing a team that's not good at stopping that. So maybe the stars will align to where you feel a lot more confident in what Will Levis and this offense can do because hit the ground running.
Yeah, if they can run the ball,
establish the run.
It'll make like one of the things that Will Levis does best is the play action game, right? Like so, if you can get the run game going, and then the play fake at least pauses linebackers from running through open gaps, and gives him some pocket time.
Yep.
At least to feel like he has pocket time, at least to feel comfortable, then you're on to something.
Let me tell you what I believe that I think we're going with this. When winning games and you don't lose the game, that also can build confidence. The only thing I'm afraid of is the confidence get big and you build it and that confidence grows. Then you start to think that you need to do something.
Hero ball again?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to be – I know you're there. We know you franchise guy. You're the face of it. Yeah, that's the only thing that scares me. That he'll go and say, you know what? All right, we rolling. Now let me add this right here to it. No, the fresh food bar is good because you got a set menu. And you got a chef back there that's cooking. They putting it out there. They using the fresh ingredients. The variety is out there already. Don't come in here with something out your car and add to the fresh food bar. They got plenty of stuff back here in the back.
Yeah,
you don't need to do that.
That's Chef Eric.
Let it work. Let it work for you. Let it work for you. That's all I'm saying. I hope it don't come to that point. I hope we don't Chef Eric, I hope we don't find a Will Levis in there to try to put up. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Let him do what he do.
Yeah, man, we don't need him to put no chef hat on or nothing. Like, we got one.
Yeah, we don't need Chef Zeff.
Just go with, no. He's way up the street in Murfreesboro, man. We don't need him coming down here. But seriously, in all seriousness, I don't believe that. Is he okay with not being the center of attention? Because I think that's where a lot of this comes from. I don't know if
is that the right way to put it?
Okay, let me rephrase.
He's the center of attention. Let me rephrase it. Whether he flicks the ball to the other team.
Let me rephrase it. Is he okay with not being the reason why maybe the trajectory is going up?
Absolutely. I think he's fine with that.
You think he's cool with that?
I think there's a lot of things I question about him.
Okay.
That's not one of them.
I think he almost wants to win too badly.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I think he want to be the reason that they win so badly.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm with Dawn on this.
No, I don't. I
see what you're saying.
I know. I see what you're saying. I totally get it. But I also think just at the end of the day, if they do what they did when Mason Rudolph took over and by Miss Gale and run the ball and only throw 3 passes and they're able to do that and win the ball game, I think Will Levis will be elated.
So
it'll push him to another week.
Okay.
I think in a better place.
So he just needs to be one of the things that's on the fresh food bar. He doesn't need to be the fresh food bar.
Yes.
See,
and this is let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this question. And y'all answer it for me. 2nd and 7, play action. Drop back. You've been hitting the guy. Got a little out route right there. Got the running back running out after the play action. You can hit the running back. You can hit the out route for about a 5 or 6 yard gain. Put it in his hand. Get ready to move the chains. Let him finish it. Or you got Calvin Ridley streaking down the sideline with the corner on him and the safety. But he got the corner beat a little bit. Safety might got a little edge on him. Which one you think he's taking?
You're saying he's going to throw the deep ball.
I'm just asking. I don't know which one he's going to throw. I know which one I would throw.
If he has it, if Ridley has him beat, he's throwing the deep ball.
Okay.
I don't know. I've seen.
And you should.
Yes. But
if he hasn't beat, but you better freaking hit it.
I see that's the problem.
I mean, they do need to take good Lord, they do need to take more shots down the field. That is for sure.
We promise we haven't visited the bar.
Levis, it just seems like it's been ingrained in him with this new staff to become check down Charlie. Like he checks down everything.
Right.
And usually
he
it's the first thing.
Something.
Yeah.
Man.
They need to take more shots, that's for sure.
I'm not messed up with them taking more shots. I'm also not messed up with them getting in a rhythm and moving them chains either.
I mean, I think that's ultimately what this offense is supposed to be, but like a chain mover offense as opposed to.
And the explosives will be there.
Yeah. Right.
If you move the chains.
Right.
Can't go in reverse, though.
Yeah.
We don't need explosives, then move the chains.
Can't go broke making a profit.
Hello.
Oh, boy.
Just saying, man. Like, okay, all right.
And we're back.
This is my thing.
MTSU Thursday night.
I think if you lean on the run game and you're able to, especially in this matchup, you got something going. I believe this offensive line should have confidence coming off of that Miami game. They should be able to move the ball.
You look very comfortable.
Especially running the ball.
I'm very full
It's like
and
3
comfortable.
chairs for his arms.
I'm very full and comfortable right here, y'all. I can't wait for this next hot fudge cake. But this is what I'm saying. Like, I just know. All right, man. Don't go out there and do nothing they think like.
I mean, he's 4 for 4.
That's all I'm saying, yo. And one of the games had
4 on Nathaniel.
Nathaniel
you
plays.
had to get cut. You had not get cut. You had to get. I'm sorry. You
already cutting him?
No, you got hurt.
Damn, Slade.
In order for us to win the game, you got hurt. You wouldn't let back in, even with you whipping it on the
He just
sideline.
looked like such an excited little kid wanting back in the game. He's just ripping balls. He had his helmet on the whole time.
What I want to be,
Like, I'm ready, coach.
Let me
He's
tell you
like
what I want to be.
Mariani with the shoes in the trunk.
I want to be wrong.
Okay.
Please be wrong, Slay.
615-737-1045, the number at 3HL 1045. Some defenders that you need to know about with regard to the Colts, and then we can move on this week into the matchup and more details. But as we get ready for Colts week, Tennessee, Florida also coming up. Vanderbilt, a 14.5-point underdog at Kentucky coming off that
Give me
win
them
against
14.
Alabama. I don't know, man.
I'm riding with Vandy. Give me them 14.
Kentucky is defensively good.
I don't doubt there no one bit.
No, you know what? Defensively great
I don't doubt there one bit.
right now.
615-737-1045, 3HL broadcasting live from Shoney's on Donelson Pike. Come on out here. What's wrong with you?
Somebody said Slay just needs a cigar. So do. Well, if I had a cigar, it'll be over right here. Hell, wrap me up and lay me down.
Wrap me up.
Yeah.
Like swaddle you like a baby?
Cutting him off from the food bar.
He wants to be swaddled like a baby.
Hey, I'm good.
And a
boy.
cigar. That would be an interesting look. All right.
I'm happy.
More 3HL craziness coming up. Stay tuned. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Hey, just want to tell you about Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville. Here's the deal. They came and put up a safety light in my driveway, and I call it a safety light. My stepson calls it a light so he can play basketball at night. Whatever. Same thing, you know. Or they also added lighting to our new deck so that we could eat dinner out there and actually see our food. They added lighting around our area in the backyard so that we can enjoy all of the things that we did in the backyard at night. They can do all that for you. Bob Lyons and his team are awesome at Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville. And all you have to do is go online, outdoorlights.com/Nashville, and they can come and do a free nighttime design demonstration for you. But I also wanted to pull this up and put this on your radar because as we're in October, you know, the holidays are right around the corner, and they do holiday lighting so that you don't have to worry about ladders or boxes, no mess. They do the design, installation, takedown, storage, all of it, and you can go ahead and schedule that right now before they fill up, because they will fill up. NashvilleChristmasLights.com is that website. 615-376-LIGHT, L-I-T-E, 376-LIGHT. Call Bob Lyons and his team if you're interested. Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville. They're the best.
What's happening, people? Now, all my fellas out there, if you're feeling a little tired, you're lacking motivation and drive, gaining weight, or noticing loss of muscle mass, these could all be signs of low testosterone. Why don't you not wait around? Why don't you just go find out? All you got to do, go to Low T Center, where you can get your results back in 25 minutes by your on-site lab. Real easy to do. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center is always reinventing men's healthcare. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Fellas, take it seriously. get them and do the center.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, broadcasting live from Shoney's on Donelson Pike. Giving away Tennessee, Florida tickets in the last segment of the show, so get your butt in here and get your name in the box.
Put your name in the box.
And get your 7th plate of food, like Ron Slay
Hey, man, listen.
just got over there.
Listen. They brought me in here, and I ain't coming here to play around. I
You
came
ain't
here to
playing
work and do a show.
Hey, I'll tell you, our next guest loves a good buffet, too. So there you
ESPN
go.
sideline reporter and author Lauren Sisler joins us now. What's up, Sisler? How are you?
Sisler, we going
What's
Sisler.
I know. I was about to say, what a great little combo platter there. We're talking about buffets, the Sizzler. That's my pregame meal. And Dawn and I always joke because, look, when you go out on the sidelines, it's always kind of like you want to be a little bit cautious about maybe what you eat because you don't want to run into any issues. And I've always told Dawn this. I said, I'll just take my chances, y'all.
She does it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
What
she
it
does.
is.
She
Really?
does food buffet before every single game. She's crazy.
That's risky because
She's crazy.
you can't go in the blue tent, Sisler.
Yeah, I can't go in the blue tent. And the thing is, I always Google search it from our hotel. If I'm within 15 minutes max. 15 minutes is like the cutoff for the Golden Corral buffet or whatever is around, depending on the town we're in. But 15 minutes is the cutoff.
When you come to Nashville, we're bringing you to
We'll bring you to
Shoney's.
Shoney's.
Yep,
Yeah,
and
I got you.
You're gonna fall in love. Hey, let's start with your new book. And I saw you were in New York and GMA and all those things, and we're very proud. But people need to pick up your book, Shatterproof: How I Overcame the Shame of Losing My Parents to Opioid Addiction and Found My Sideline Shimmy. I absolutely love that title. But this is a very, very serious thing, and I know it was a very difficult process for you to kind of go public with your story.
Yeah, I mean, it has been an absolute labor of love and just really a healing process because my parents died 21 years ago, and you always think, okay, 21 years, I've been out publicly talking about it, for the last several years. But really in having, I guess, maybe the courage to, number one, say that, like, I'm able to write a book because, people had always said, hey, you should write a book. And I really just wasn't sure that I knew how. And, I'm a conversationalist. Like, I talk in sound bites. Dawn and you guys, of course, know that. And, okay, now all of a sudden I've got to put pen to paper and get this, like, out in the open. And some of the raw details, I think, really kind of struck me because I knew some of what had been going on in my household, but only like little tiny slivers. And I really just didn't understand the magnitude of it, and I didn't understand the timeline. And so getting to sit down and actually like do some investigative journalism and to better understand, yes, it was gut-wrenching at times, literally ripped my heart out, but also created so much healing. And I just feel so empowered now to continue sharing their story on such a deeper level to really help people understand what it was that ultimately took their lives and the addictions that they were facing and the drug abuse that they were, dealing with through their addictions. And then what's on the other side of that for people, right? Unfortunately, my parents' ending was tragic, but I just want to help people to find their voice and be able to speak up and ask for help. And it's something my parents were so ashamed of that they never got that opportunity.
So along those lines, Sisler, and obviously Sisler's one of my closest friends for a while now. So we've had numerous conversations, deep conversations about all of this. But one of the things that always stands out to me when you share your story too is, you had no idea. You came from a super supportive middle-class family. Your parents were at your gymnastics meets growing up and taking you all over for sports. I mean, this was something that surprised you as far as the level of their addiction.
Yeah, I mean, it came as a complete shock, right? Sitting in my dorm room at Rutgers, hours before I talked to my parents, talked to them on the phone. My mom's 45, my dad's 52. Everything seemed normal. They had just come up and seen me compete a month before that. And I get the phone call from my dad to tell me that my mom died. And it just was an absolute shock. What happened, Dad? And he just couldn't give me any answers on the phone. He said, get on the next plane you can. I'll be at the airport to pick you up. And unfortunately, he never showed up that day. And he too overdosed from fentanyl. And it did come as a complete shock because, you know, like myself and my brother Alan, you know, he's in the Navy, so he's traveling back and forth. But really those last few years that we were in the house in high school, we never saw it, right? You saw the pill bottles, but everything's prescribed to them. It seems like they're taking everything by the book as prescribed, and there never was really any real indication that there was a problem. However, I must say, I wasn't really educated in the world of addiction, so I didn't even know what to look for. And I think that when you grow up and you are told by your parents that we're okay, everything's fine, even when finances seemed a little bit in disarray, it was always, we're going to be okay, everything's fine. So you're just told that over and over that you believe it. And Dawn, I just got really good at compartmentalizing. You're an athlete, you know, you guys are athletes, you know, like you get really darn good at compartmentalizing things, and you just put it on a shelf and you move on, right? Next routine, next man up, that's it. And that's really what I got good at. And it was easy for me to kind of look the other way and not really see the truth of what was going on in front of my eyes every single day those last couple of years before I graduated high school and went to college.
Sisler, I'm sure, man, you run across people all ages that have different stories, and how for sure that your book, because when you share your testimony, it's always going to touch somebody's heart. But what's the most surprising person or age that comes up to you and says, man, that really helped me so far on this journey?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, I've had a lot of people obviously come up to me, and I think the one thing that has been you know, maybe not necessarily surprising, but I would say that the sports world is really starting to, you know, come clean, so to speak, in a lot of this. And I think one person we can mention in all of this is Scott Cochran. You know, Alabama's former strength and conditioning coach. He was at Georgia, special teams coordinator. And, you know, his whole mantra and his whole mindset has been, you know, eliminating the whisper, right? And it's so perfect because we do, especially in certain circles, it's kind of like leaning in, well, I know somebody, or this happened to me, or I'm going through this, or this person's going through this, and we feel like we have to lower our voice. And so seeing him come out and talk about it has just been so rewarding in many ways, because he's going through this thing. He, you know, Dawn, you and I, obviously being on the sidelines, have covered Alabama many times, and, you know, knew him from there and from Georgia. And, you know, watching that happen, I think, you know, it does shed light on the athletic side of things. But I'll tell you this, another layer to all this for me has been the people that actually knew my parents. I was so certain, like, had to have had some idea of what was going on with them. And once we came clean and came out with what had happened to my parents, I realized that they had no idea. And ultimately, they found peace in their hearts when they actually learned the truth of what happened to my parents. And it was the exact opposite of what I expected. I honestly expected them to just, you know, people to judge my parents, right? And that was why I ran from it for so many years. But in all honesty, it has provided a lot of peace for people. And knowing the truth of what happened, and knowing that, you know, maybe I wish I would have asked more questions, maybe I could have stepped in and helped them, but ultimately now this empowers me to step up and help the people around me that might be struggling and dealing with, you know, disorders, substance use disorders, or just even shame, mental health, things that are eating at us every single day as human beings.
There you go. Fall
Lauren
in love
Sisler.
with your story.
Exactly. That's her thing. That's for sure.
Your story. Yes.
Yes. Well, I always tell people, like, you know, you never know, like, doing what we do, you never know who's listening and what message goes to whoever needs it. And so we're always glad for people to share their story, no matter how difficult it is, because everyone's dealing with something, you know.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, you just never know. And I think that's what the beauty of our, you know, the opportunity we have to tell stories and to be out on the sidelines and to be out there in the trenches. It's amazing. And, you know, everyone does have a story, and to be able to use that to empower other people and to inspire and encourage is really a beautiful thing.
Right. So one primary message all the time is if you're listening and you're hurting in whatever way, you're not alone. People love you, and you can get through it.
And get
You're
Sisler's
not
book.
alone.
Absolutely. It's
Y'all are so awesome. Thank you.
it's she's very open in it.
Yeah.
It's fascinating read, shatterproof. What's the easiest way for people to get it, Sisler?
So you can go to Amazon. We've got the ebook. We've got the hardcover. And, oh, by the way, if you like the audio version, I did narrate it. So that's kind of cool.
I love that.
Sit down and mow through that. It took me about 2 days to read it. And I swear my throat was like on fire But
A
it was
little
really,
emotional too.
very, very emotional. Because seeing
Yeah.
the words on paper was one thing, but then suddenly having to read some of these very in-depth, gritty scenes of what happened and unfolded at my house that night. Yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, so you can go to Amazon. You can also Barnes & Noble, all the .coms essentially. You can go to bookshop.org as well. And I love connecting with people. So hit me up on social media at Lauren Sisler if you just want to share your story or you're dealing with something. Would love to talk to you. But thank you so much for the support because this really means a lot to me. And, you know, just getting the story out there. You know, this story is not just for me. It's for my parents. It's for their legacy. It's for family. It's for everybody that is impacted and touched by this. And I just want to help people to fall in love with their stories.
There she is, Lauren Sisler, at Lauren Sisler on Insta, all the socials. And if you follow her on Insta, you're going to smile a lot because she does the sideline shimmy. So you need to check out the sideline shimmy. And Lauren, Dawn Davenport.
One of these days, Dawn and I are somehow going to tag team a game. I don't know how it's going to happen. It's just somehow it's going to happen one day. And you are
that would be great.
Her and I doing a sideline shimmy together.
Well, Davenport knows because I tell her all the time how much I love your sideline shimmy.
He
It makes me
loves
smile.
your shimmy, yes.
So thank you, Lauren. Good luck with everything, and it's
love you,
always good
Sisler.
talking with you.
Hey, I love y'all too. Thank you.
How
Bye.
Shatterproof,
All right,
how I
Sisler.
overcame the shame of losing my parents to opioid addiction and found my sideline shimmy. All right, more 3HL at Shoney's Donelson Pike next, 104.5 The Zone.
All right, sometimes it is time to upgrade those things in your home, windows, doors. Yes, I get it, because it was time for us in the lower level of our home and then also our rental property. And I chose Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville after I did a million different calls and investigations on exactly which company I wanted to use. And I'll tell you that I absolutely loved Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. I've loved the experience. I love the price. I love the warranties that go with their work. I love it all. And you can too. Affordable and the best quality out there. That is Pella Windows. And maybe you might be surprised to learn how affordable they can be. Windows and doors, because right now they'll give you 50% off qualifying installations and no money down, no interest, no payments for 12 full months. Call them at 615-249-1910. Really, the easiest, though, is you can just schedule a free consultation and check out that offer. Tell them Dawn sent you, PellaNashville.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Joseph Bonanno. It is 5:06. Titans will return to Nissan Stadium this weekend for the first official game of the season as they get set to host the Colts. NFL news today, New York Jets fired head coach Robert Saleh. That happened this morning. The Eagles are releasing former Pro Bowl linebacker Devin White. That happened a few minutes ago. And the future's now in New England as Drake May is set to start his first game. And then Saints quarterback Derek Carr expected to miss multiple games with an oblique injury. Spencer Rattler, the rookie, in competition to get the start. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, if you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home of the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5, The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Broadcasting live from one of my favorite places in the entire world, Shoney's on Donelson Pike. I misspoke earlier. I said I grew up in Green Hills going to the Shoney's on Richard Jones Road. Richard Jones Road is over by Hillsborough High School where I went to high school. It was on Hobbs.
There you go.
Hobbs Road.
A little correction.
Over there by King Jewelers and Subway and that dry cleaner. But it was in an office building.
Donut place?
Used to no donuts. That's up by Richard Jones Road, actually.
Oh, I'm in the wrong area.
There you go. She's on Davenport. She's here.
Hey, what's up,
Babsy?
Happy Monday to you guys.
NATO.
Here we go. Let's go. I did come in a little hot today. Had some player calls getting ready for a game this weekend, which is still scheduled to happen. Cincinnati at Central Florida, UCF.
UCF coming off the loss at Florida, they were favored to win that game, and Florida just controlled that game. So,
dude, everybody wants to fire Gus Malzahn.
Yeah, they need a bounce back.
You know how the
Crazy.
UCF fan base is, because I feel like Tennessee fans dug in a little bit whenever Tennessee hired Heupel, right? And that fan base is hardcore and brutal. Like, there is this massive movement to move on from Gus now.
I think most people don't understand how big that school is.
That's
too.
what they
It's
don't.
like 78,000 students.
it's huge.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They need to be a part of it. What are they a part of?
Big 12
Big
now.
12 now.
Big 12.
Yeah, so this is their second year in the Big 12. Obviously, Cincinnati now also in the Big 12, and it's interesting because these are, I mean, really, if you think about it, these are two schools that help propel and push forward that 12-team playoff, the expansion, you know?
is.
Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. Better be ready. I ain't got no roof.
Slay Dog, you done eating here at Shoney's
You know what, man? Listen.
for today?
Listen. When I partner with people, man, I'm a person that, I want to live by what I'm endorsed by. So I got to go out here, and I don't want you to just get out here on the road and, say I'm going to go in there and try a place, and ain't nobody really tried it. People get out here and talk about stuff all the time. So what I took upon myself to do on Fiesta Tuesdays here at Shoney's was try it out, So I went down there on the Fiesta bar down there, got me some chicken fajitas with peppers and onions, got a couple chips with it, a little bit of ground beef because that was simmering right there. Worked my way on down and said, you know what, I think that might be enough. Let me get some of these green beans. Got over here, ate a little bit, but mind you, I got in here about 1:30, had the All-American burger,
Fries.
put some bacon on there, egg, grilled mushrooms, grilled onions, knocked that down with the fries, nice little Sprite, half a Sprite to take down. Then I went about and said, you know what, they got different parts of this bar. So Babs asked me to get her a piece of fish, so I get her a piece of fish for her to try. And I noticed they had put some fresh food because it's fresh food bar. They put some fresh chicken out there. And I said, you know what, that chicken right there look good. Let me test that out with some more green beans. And they had just brought out some whipped mashed potatoes. So I said, let me try them potatoes.
What
So
did you put on your potatoes?
I put A1 sauce. I'm an A1 sauce guy. I'm a sauce guy.
weird.
Yeah, listen, man. Hey, it's different. I put on my baked potatoes, everything. Like, y'all gonna try that. Y'all gonna love it. What I'm
Scrambled
saying,
eggs?
yeah, what I'm on the eggs. Ooh, forgot about that. What I'm saying to say to y'all is, hey, the food has been tested. The food is good. I've had my hot fudge cake already. I got another one
You
coming
just
at
ordered
5:20.
another one.
Yeah, it ought to be here by 5:20.
What is wrong with it? Yo,
I'm going light fudge on this
I'm
one.
not even going. I'm not being sarcastic here.
Yeah.
He has had not just 4 plates
Yeah.
off the bar, but 4 overflowing
Yeah.
plates off the bar,
Yeah.
on top of ordering a burger
Yeah, I ain't here to
and
play.
a fudge cake.
Yeah, I
and
ain't
then
here to
he
play.
just ordered another one. I'm a little worried about your intestines.
No, Babs, they gonna be all right. You know what I mean? I quit school because of recess. I don't play around. Like, I'm in this thing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna need Zeph at some point to take a picture of that table over there and just know 3/4 of them plates are mine.
Oh my gosh, all these plates are on
Yeah,
this
I ain't over there
table.
playing around.
I mean, the last plate you got, you tried to present it as like a little afterthought snack, and I was
Yeah.
like, dude, that's a meat and 2 right there.
I had me a thigh. I had
that
a
was
thigh
like
and a
meat
wing.
and 4.
Hey, boy, it's good. I'm telling y'all.
The
woo.
only thing he didn't get was
Ooh,
the
it's
cornbread, and Mayor's like, that's the best
Oh,
part.
it's so good.
I stayed away from the bread.
Well, good for you.
I want hot fudge cake instead.
Crazy, man.
That rhymed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Well done. All right. Well,
All right.
Full and happy, y'all.
you need to try Shoney's. They've got locations in Middle Tennessee and
Yes.
Lebanon, Clarksville, Dixon, and right here.
Also, we are giving away some stuff.
Give it away. You
got another one?
Yes. John Miller for a gift bag. John Miller won
Shoney's
that.
gift
Miller,
bag.
come on, baby.
Now, I will tell you this. We're going to give away Florida-Tennessee tickets in the 545 segment.
And you need to be here to win.
545, but you have to be here to win. Trey, sorry. Told you, yeah.
Trey just
from
hanging out.
Nashville,
Trey
who
said
calls
bye,
in
but
the
now he's
show,
just hanging out.
came in. Yes, you do have to be here, but come see us at Shoney's on Donelson Pike. You can eat dinner and put your name in the box.
Yeah.
Your name in the box.
And win some Tennessee-Florida tickets for
And get a hot
Tennessee
fudge
ticket
cake.
giveaway Tuesday.
I'm going to have to try the hot fudge cake, I think.
Oh, well, you can't have none of mine, so you have to go order your own.
No, I'm having some of yours. It's your second one. You can share.
You're a
See,
bully.
this is what females do.
She's a bully. I never get to tell her no.
I don't need a
telling
whole
you
one.
no,
I just
though.
want to try yours.
No, I'm gonna let Babs. You got to order your own. I
I'm
need you to eat
speaking
the whole
in
thing.
Babs's.
No, she's a bully. You ain't a bully.
I don't want yours.
Okay. So you gonna take a piece of Babs that she takes? from
No,
me?
if I get one, I'm gonna get my own.
that's
I'm
my
not
guy.
eating off other people's plates.
I
Can't
am.
eat on my plate.
I got
She
no
do it all the
shame. I
time.
don't care.
She'll wait till I go to the bathroom and eat off of it.
All right, some NFL notes, some
usually
college
what I do.
football notes when we come back. Also have a question for you regarding Bama's loss to
Okay.
Vanderbilt. That's coming up. Stay tuned. Again, come out to Shoney's on Donelson Pike. Get registered for Tennessee, Florida. Tickets. We're going to give them away in the last segment. You got a good chance to win, and we'd love to see you out here. Shoney's, Donelson Pike, 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
All right, want to talk about trucks because if you are thinking about buying a truck for yourself or your business, I'm going to tell you that now is the time at Two Rivers Ford because Two Rivers Ford is Ford Truck Central. They have one of the largest inventories of trucks in the Southeast. I can attest to that because I went and bought myself a Ford F-150 from Two Rivers Ford, and I don't think I've ever been in love with a car as much as I'm in love with my Ford F-150. I will never, ever not drive a truck. How about that? Crazy. If you're in the market for an F-150, Two Rivers Ford sells every single F-150 outside of the Raptor trim, by the way, well below MSRP. And a lot of people are actually surprised at how low and transparent those truck prices are at Two Rivers Ford. I was, and they had so many that I could choose from so I could get the exact color that I wanted and everything that I wanted on it. When you do business with Two Rivers Ford, you are doing business with a locally owned dealership. They've been right here in Middle Tennessee for over 4 decades, and that means something. They are absolutely the best over there. I promise they'll take care of you. Super Duties, F-150s, Lightnings, Rangers, Mavericks, Two Rivers Ford is your Ford Truck Central.
What's happening, people? Kellum Stem Cell Institute coming to you with holistic stem cell therapy. Go and get it done, man. You're going to hear about so many patients that have experienced remarkable results. I'm one of them, and you get your own testimony. I'll have mine. I know my knee was acting up, man. The flare-ups were too real. Also with my shoulder, really what made me end up walking away from basketball because I had it pop out twice. So I couldn't deal with the inflammation anymore. One time when I was sleeping, it was difficult to roll over and, get comfortable at night. Went to Dr. Kellum, had my consultation, set it up, and, man, he talked to me about exactly what it could do. And listen, it's your body, it's your cells, it's your solution. So you have the power in your hand. All you got to do is pick up the phone, 615-850-4415, 615-850-4415. Kellum Stem Cell Institute is where you're going to go. You're going to talk to Dr. Kellum, and I promise you, he's going to come up with a solution. Really, it's you that has the solution in you. So all you got to do, hit him up, KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
Yes, you can. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, broadcasting live from Shoney's on Donelson Pike. What a beautiful day, y'all.
Yes, it is. Definitely.
Don, I think it's Tuesday night, maybe Wednesday night. I wasn't paying that much attention, but one night coming up, it's going to be 43 degrees.
What?
Say.
At night?
43.
Dang.
In Nashville?
Yeah.
In Nashville.
Also, your game may or may not happen. I know you know this.
No, it's really crazy. As of right now, game on, everything is as normal. So for those that don't know, I'm working in Big 12 Cincinnati at UCF on Saturday. That is Orlando. The airport is closed on Wednesday and I think Thursday.
That's tough.
So I am flying in on Friday morning. And we'll see. But as of right now, it's still. So I don't know if you guys remember. Do you guys remember? This happened 2 years ago, and it was way less of a storm than Milton is. But do you remember I was supposed to work a UCF game in Orlando on a Saturday? It was against SMU because it was Rhett Lashley against Gus Malzahn, like teacher versus student. And because a hurricane hit, it got moved from that Saturday. They played it on a random Tuesday.
Yep, I remember that.
Instead, now, the reason they were able to do that was because SMU had a bye the next week, I think, and something just worked out to where it wasn't a big deal, and they could play it on Tuesday. Like, Cincinnati is coming off of a bye.
Right.
And so I'm not sure that, moving it, I'm not sure what could or would work. But as of right now, they're planning on playing that. So the other games kind of affected by the storms, you see USF, which is right in the heart of Tampa. And I haven't looked at the track in the last 4 hours, but
it's the same.
It's
I just
the same.
looked at it, yeah.
Okay, which is terrifying. Right
through there. It's Category 4 right now. They anticipate it being Category 3 when it hits land. The last one was a Category 4, but they anticipate that one being Category 1 when it hit land.
What was it when it hit land? It was.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you couple the fact that this is the same, similar areas that are dealing with it. But they were supposed to play that game. It's Memphis at USF on Friday night. So they moved it to Saturday. They've moved it a day.
Memphis.
You let me know if a day is going to make a difference. I get that it's hard because of conferences, and there's not a lot of places where you can reschedule things, especially at this point in the season, right? But that's kind of crazy.
Yes, Memphis trying to get to 5-1. They, I think they're favored by 9, maybe. On the road in that game.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at Nashville's weather. So on the 15th, Dawn, high temperature 63, low 40. The 16th, high 62, low of 40.
That's
17th.
Do you know how close that is to freezing?
Yeah. 8 degrees.
That is close.
Then 64 and 42. So we're going to have a stretch there around 15th, 16th, 17th.
16. Ugh. I need to be warmer for Halloween if I'm going to be outside with my little nugget.
So some NFL notes. Obviously, the Jets fire head coach Robert Saleh. Jets are 2-3. They've scored the same amount of points through 5 games with Aaron Rodgers as they scored through 5 games last year without him. Vikings beat the Jets. Minnesota 5-0 with Sam Darnold at quarterback. And by the way, all NFC and North teams are above 500.
Wow.
All 4 of them. Detroit, Green Bay, and Chicago. In addition to the Vikings. Washington Commanders have won 4 games in a row. They're averaging 38 points per game in their last 3. 38 points per game in their last 3 games. With a rookie quarterback.
Yeah. Lamar and them coming up next.
And it's Washington.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I tell you it was Washington?
Yes.
Yeah.
P.S. It's Washington.
They beat Cleveland Sunday 34-13. Rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels, 14 of 25, 238 yards, a touchdown interception, 11 carries, 82 yards also. So that's 320 total. In his last 4 games, Jaden Daniels, quarterback, Washington, rookie, 84 of 107. That's 78.5%. Almost 80% completion percentage, 238 yards per game, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He also has 53 rush yards per game, so that's 291 in total yardage per game. 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in the last 4 for that rookie quarterback. How about that?
Man, you talking about Dylan, man. Golly. Take the lead by storm, boy. Sheesh.
I'm shocked.
Man, I didn't think he would do nothing like that.
Some college football notes. 5 of the
Wow.
I think Peter Burns was the one that was like on that tear about
Jaden Daniels?
Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams. I think that's right.
Well, probably because he's Mr.
That'd be
SEC.
And Mr. LSU.
Well, that too.
Yes, he
There
is.
were
LSU.
several people that went.
I didn't think he'd deliver like that. I knew Scary Terry,
I
could
wouldn't
make
go
something happen,
that.
but that was a
I
lot,
wouldn't have
man.
gone that, but I
Right.
was definitely not sold on Caleb Williams.
And not that he's playing bad. He played awesome in the last game. What are you doing? You got distracted suddenly.
Ooh, wee. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, they're bringing you all of the desserts?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, indeed. Look at the skillet cooking. Ooh, that bad boy smell good. Look at that. And he's still sizzling.
That smells so good,
Ooh,
dude.
this is kind of amazing. I'm not going to lie.
Hey.
The
Yeah,
strawberry
the
pie.
strawberry too. Yep.
Ooh. Hey,
What's the middle layer of the hot fudge cake?
ice cream.
Oh.
Vanilla ice
How
cream.
dare you not know that,
Yeah,
Mayor?
you ain't know that.
Why are you
boy?
yelling
It's
at
bad
me,
boy,
Slay?
man, it's ice cream. You want to see that?
Look, Gil's taking a picture.
You can only get that at Shoney's.
I know that we're radio.
I'm telling you.
But you should see Slay's face.
Hey, boy, ooh-wee. This is it right here, boy.
All right, well,
Like
Slay
a
does his
kid
thing.
in a-
Jaden Daniels can't do this.
Some college football notes. 5 of the top 11 lost
Jake
last
Daniels
weekend.
doesn't eat that.
So don't.
Probably true. 5 of the top 11 lost last weekend. We kept saying, despite the 4-0 record and top 10 ranking, that we didn't really know what Missouri was.
Right.
They go to College Station and get hammered 41-10 by Texas A&M. Brady Cook, 13 completions for 186 yards and a touchdown. Mizzou run game non-existent, 30 carries, 68 yards. Florida gets that relatively easy win as a home underdog against UCF, 24-13. Now the Gators have some confidence going into Knoxville.
Do they?
No.
Should Tennessee fans be worried?
Nope.
Nervous?
Nope.
Babs, what are you doing?
Man, Bab, you know
Keep
Bab's got to
talking.
try it out. Like, okay, this is what I want to know before you even get to that part, though. Are you that shocked about Missouri?
That's what I was going to say. Isn't Missouri kind of, I don't know. Well, Mayor, you answer that. Listen, Bert, what's Luther's?
Luther Burden, the third.
Yeah.
Yep, LB3.
I mean, he's
And we
He's the truth.
Listen, he's the
no, he's
truth.
the truth. Ain't
He's
no question.
legit.
Yes, he is.
but you got to get him the ball.
Yep.
Those two combined
Brady
for like
Cook.
157
Yeah.
of the 179.
That's amazing.
What you got, Babs?
Babsy.
It's like the best thing I've ever had.
You ain't
What,
trying to
the
out
skillet
fudge.
cake?
You ain't trying to out fudge cake though.
You said not to eat off your plate.
I said she could. I said you couldn't.
But are all of these your plates?
No, just this one is. I'm gonna eat some of that though, but this
So
is
we
mine.
can share the cookie.
Yeah. Can't nobody. Babs only get one bite of this. I'm not literally sharing this.
Do you remember the magazine
No.
Southern Living? Do you remember that? Like my grandmother got it every month. Southern Living.
It's still big.
Is it?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it? That
Yeah.
looks like that fudge cake looks like a picture in a Southern Living magazine.
Yeah.
This is hey. The
On the wrong
presentation is
side of the
everything.
table.
Yeah, come on down.
And
Babs.
it's kind of slanted that way.
Some good stuff down here, Babs.
But here she comes again.
Listen, let
Oh.
me tell y'all.
Oh.
Let me look. She tried to get the whipped cream too.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
tell you
the
what.
point.
That's some good stuff right there.
I really thought she was going to make a
changed your life.
tremendous mess there, but she controlled it. So that was good.
You ever seen a little kid get baptized?
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I'm eating this.
It's pretty good.
Come to the Lord.
I don't know. I'm somewhere.
Your soul has been cleansed.
Yes, indeed. This is life changing. It's life changing when you come out to the wall. This is life changing when you eat this. Tell y'all what I know.
Pretty good. All right, college football.
Hey, real
We're
quick
back.
though, let me tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm not surprised by.
What are you not surprised by?
Mike Elko team getting it,
How about that?
but I am surprised
Because
by.
he does it everywhere.
Yes. You know what I'm surprised by though? I did not expect Connor Wakeman to come out there and play like that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was-
'cause you were-
Yeah,
you
you
were
know
all
I'm out
about
on him.
Reed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Keep you winning with Reed. Keep Reed right there.
Yep.
Connor Wakeman, man, they let him get healthy. He came out there and woo, I mean, dealing. Zeph, what you trying? You trying to get a little piece of something?
Look, he's
Go
looking
ahead,
at all
Yeah,
these
come
desserts.
on, what's up, dog? What you trying to
I
get?
mean, every 2 seconds Davenport's over here.
Hey, I told y'all, see, it ain't just me. See, she just make it seem like it's me, y'all. It's really Babsy, too. I'm telling y'all.
Drippage. There's drippage on Kirby's 104.5, his own table.
It's already gone.
It was almost on Slay's leg.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
That's why I actually moved my leg. I
Hey.
saw that was going to happen.
But this is the thing.
Yeah, he looked good.
He looked really good. So do they? I thought, who was it that we had on? Alyssa. Who did we have on?
Alyssa
Chris
Lane?
Lowe. Chris Lowe yesterday.
Chris Lowe.
Talking about Texas A&M, their schedule the rest of the season. Like, they could easily be in a 12-team playoff. No question about it. We don't need no that. We lick fingers around here.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to pull up their schedule. We talked about it yesterday, dog. Like, it is paved where Mike Elko and company could get hot, and it could be a problem.
And Missouri's schedule isn't bad either, but I think they're a fraud.
They have UMass.
I shouldn't say fraud.
This weekend.
I think
Missouri.
It's
a nice bounce back opportunity.
They have a schedule where they could run off some wins. I just don't trust their run game. I shouldn't have said fraud. I just don't trust Missouri's run game. And it comes back to what you said in the preseason is Schrader, replacing Schrader for Missouri. That is killing them.
That's going to be a problem remaining. Now,
let me ask you this.
Look at this schedule, though, Babs. Read this off.
For A&M?
Yep, the remaining schedule.
Yes. Okay. So they have a bye.
Yep, bye this week.
Okay. Then they're at Mississippi State.
Stop there real quick. Mississippi State, a 34.5-point underdog against Georgia. They are not just bad. They are they're without the quarterback, granted. But, man.
Oh, no.
That's a tough year,
bad.
man.
Yeah.
Not good.
So at Mississippi State win. LSU.
Comes to them.
But you get them at home.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, there's nothing like Kyle Field.
Yeah.
At South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Winnable.
New Mexico State.
Yep.
At Auburn. I don't want to hear it. Shut it. Yep.
Hey, guess who Oklahoma's first conference win was against? They'll have that forever. It'll be in history books.
And then they get Texas. Oh, that's going to be a phenomenal game.
The lowest ticket for that game is $960 on the upper level.
I know. I said that to you guys.
Yeah.
Like the lower level near the field,
$960.
you're talking about like $4,000 for a ticket for that Texas.
You're making me nervous
A&M
waving
game.
this
I
spoonful of
just tripping ice cream here. Well, I'm just taking down the. I was gonna say, ooh, Babsy. Yep, there you go. Yeah, just take it with you.
I want at least one bite of that.
What was your trivia question?
This is going down in the history books for kids to read 200 years from now. Oklahoma's first conference win as a member of the SEC came against.
Why would you do that?
It's your
Hugh Freeze. No. Peyton Thorne.
Peyton Thorne is
Go
bad.
down as
It's Slay's fault. I mean, the second Slay texted us, Peyton Thorne had just thrown a touchdown pass against who? I don't even remember.
I forgot who it was. He was on fire.
And you're like,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
telling y'all, Peyton Thorne, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I mean, immediately pick six, and then the rest of the season.
And I think you responded, hold on, give him time.
Yeah, so good.
I think I was in the middle of my game, during this. So
We
I
always
didn't
bother you on
respond, but
Saturdays.
I did see all the text.
You did ask about Florida, though.
Yes.
Yeah, Graham Mertz, 19 to 23 in that game against Central Florida. He's been good lately. Now, Mississippi State, Mississippi State was one opponent, and then they played well against Central Florida. But Florida's they're 3-2, gonna have a little life in them when they go to Knoxville.
Central UCF's defense is
I know.
awful.
I call them Central Florida. They hate that.
UCF.
I mean, hate it.
Yeah.
They're UCF. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
their defense is awful. So I don't know how much you can take from that.
And if
for
they
Florida.
can't run the ball, they
I'll tell you how much.
Right.
So will Florida have
Zero.
confidence going to Knoxville?
Yes, they should. It's a rivalry. Until they get up there and get that Neyland effect. And they understand that the payback from last year is serious. I continue to talk about why people walking in the games and what they're going to do when they're walking in the games. If that taste is not in your mouth, a bad taste not in your mouth about what happened at Arkansas, about what they did with you at Florida, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed to call yourself a volunteer. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you walk in there and you don't understand, you got embarrassed down there when you were expected to win in Florida, and that crowd last year was insane. So what did they do? The schedule makers, they gave you an opportunity to get some get back. So now you have the opportunity to have a night game in Neyland. Show me what you can do. It ought to be bananas. They ought to be flying around, torpedoing people. This ought to be. I'm gonna be all the way honest. This ought to be a 17-point game walking into the half.
I think Tennessee's going to handle them.
I do too.
Coming off the loss.
Yeah.
You want to talk about getting your attention?
Bingo.
We've seen it time and time again
There you go,
so far this season in college football go both ways. That's why I'm worried about Vanderbilt at Kentucky. But I'm sure they would trade a loss to Kentucky for a win against Alabama.
But Kentucky didn't lose, though, last week, though, right? They had a bye. Did they have a bye before beating Ole Miss?
I think they had a bye. I can't remember
I'm gonna go tell you.
dealing with them.
Dealing with them.
Here's a question
How fun
as
is
we
that?
go to the break. And we're going to give away Tennessee, Florida tickets when we come back, and you've got to be here to win. So
Better
if
get
you're-
in the door
if you're
right now.
Anywhere near Shoney's on Donelson Pike, get on in here and get your name in the box real quick.
Put your name in?
And you could have a chance to win. Here's a question going into the next segment. Would you rather beat Georgia and lose to Vanderbilt or lose to Georgia and beat Vanderbilt?
Ooh.
Oh,
From an Alabama perspective.
That's a good one.
And we could spend
That's
more
an
time
easy
on
one
it
for me.
tomorrow.
Let me
as
put
well.
the cherry on the top for that real quick.
You literally have a cherry on top.
Well, let me put it on top of this question. Kentucky's coming off a bye.
Yeah.
What we talk about all the time, how difficult it is to prepare for that option offense.
ooh, they
You
had
gotta
2
bye.
weeks.
It's a good
That's
point.
a great point.
What? I'm done. Hot fuzz cake me.
Making good points all over the place over here, Slay Dog. And like while caressing my shoulder. That was kind of weird. All right. Tennessee, Florida tickets given away when we come back. This is 3HL broadcasting live from Shoney's, the world famous Shoney's on Donelson Pike. More 3HL next on 104.5 The Zone. Go up to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, new or pre-owned. These are your guys, Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Daniel Gupton and his crew ready to help you out. Just tell them what you're looking for, and they'll be able to point you in the right direction. Whether you're looking for something a little more gas efficient or maybe with more room in the vehicle, they will be able to point you in the right direction, as I said, and you can take your test drive, go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it will be that easy. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Best vehicle buying experience you will have ever had. Incredible selection of Jeeps, Ram trucks, Sprinter vans, whatever you need, they've got you covered, new or pre-owned. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, ready to help you out. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All the dealership information is there. All of the inventory, all of the deals they have going on, address, phone number, all of that. GuptonMotors.com, the website. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in Springfield, Tennessee. Best vehicle buying experience you will have ever had. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
What's happening, people? Now, all my fellas out there, if you're feeling a little tired, you're lacking motivation and drive, gaining weight, or noticing loss of muscle mass, these could all be signs of low testosterone. Why don't you not wait around? Why don't you just go find out? All you got to do, go to Low T Center, where you can get your results back in 25 minutes by your on-site lab. Real easy to do. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center is always reinventing men's healthcare. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Fellas, take it seriously.
3HL 1045 The Zone, broadcasting live from Shoney's, Donelson Pike. Man, we appreciate Gil, Jack, everybody with Shoney's. And we've had a great time out here. Fresh Food Bar is amazing. You guys need to check out the new and improved Shoney's.
All out here.
Monday, backyard barbecue theme. Tuesday, today, Fiesta. Flavor Fiesta. Wednesday, Brenner at Shoney's.
Yeah,
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
Breakfast for
me too.
dinner. Thursday, Italiano. Friday, surf to table. Saturday, surf and turf. Sunday, old-fashioned dinner.
Soul Food Sundays, baby.
Mac Talk coming up live after our show. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Twin Peaks tomorrow in Cool Springs for 3HL, and the Buffalo Wild Wings on Thursday in
Shaking
Spring
up the
Hill.
box. They're shaking up the box.
Question real quick, and we'll ask this in more detail tomorrow because I really want to hear from the 3HL crew on the phones about this. Would you rather so from an Alabama perspective, would you rather beat Georgia and lose to Vandy or lose to Georgia and beat Vandy?
That's an easy one for me.
Me too. But Zeph went a different direction than you and I did, and you haven't commented yet, Slay Dog.
Let's see what Slay says. Now I feel like he's thinking about it a lot.
You know, I'm trying to. I would rather always beat the higher ranked team that is going to be going like. So in this case, it would be Georgia.
I think the win against Georgia pays off more for the playoff committee than a win against Vanderbilt.
The only problem,
or a loss to Vandy hurts you.
In the long run, I think another loss, though, compounded with the Vandy loss, hurts you more than the Georgia win.
You're dead in the water because one of those losses is Vandy.
Yep.
But Alabama at 10-2, I think is still in no matter what.
Who's that a loss to?
I don't know, but I just think Alabama in their name.
Yeah, it better be against somebody in the top 10.
Okay,
it better be.
We'll talk more about it tomorrow. It's a question that kind of.
See, I would rather hand another team that I'm going to compete against in trying to get into the college football playoff. And this is no offense to Vandy, but I'd rather hand Georgia that loss so that it'll help me.
All right, so we've had the box outside with Eki Bop, and people have been dropping their name in the box.
Put them in the box.
And we've been giving away Shoney's gift bags, which we're also going to do right now. And then the last thing we'll give away is the Tennessee, Florida tickets.
That's right.
So, Zeph, what do we need to do? How many gift bags do we need to give away right now? 2,
So we have
being told.
2 more gift bags.
Okay, first gift bag goes to... Wow, this is like serious with sound effects and everything.
Trey McCray.
Trey wanted the tickets. You just got pulled too early.
Right there. It can go back in. Yeah, he said
okay.
Name
goes back in.
When you get the gift
okay.
bag, it goes back in the
Listen,
box.
we do what Gil said to do. Gil is the man with Shoney.
He said
Gil
that in the
is
beginning.
in charge. Oh, okay, great.
Yep.
All right, so second gift bag.
All right, I'm going to shake it up again. Just
Shake it up. We got 2 minutes.
Shake up Trey.
2 and 2. We got 2
All
and
right.
2.
For the second gift bag.
2 and 2. Chuck Ward.
Look at that. A glass of beer in Shoney's.
Love it.
I think we already pulled this guy earlier today. Joseph Howell.
Joseph Howell's not here, though.
All right, let's go another one.
I think
All right,
that's
you
why
got to
you
go
pulled him
faster,
earlier.
Zeph.
Heather Douglas.
Heather Douglas.
Heather Douglas is here.
Heather.
Cheers. That's
There
the
you
second
go.
bag.
Put it
All
back
right.
in. Put it
All
back
right.
in.
Yep,
Put Heather
put it
back
back
in.
in.
All right, so
Shake up
now
the box.
for
Drum roll,
Tennessee,
please.
Florida tickets to watch the Vols go unload on the Gators. Right, Slay?
Yep.
All right.
That's my drum roll.
That's your drum roll?
That's annoying.
Christina King.
Christina King.
Christina.
If Christina's not here, we keep drawing.
Oh.
If
Christina King.
If Christina's not here, Slay and I get beer.
Wait, how does that work?
I don't know. It rhymed.
Gail Alley.
Hey, Gail.
Nope. Gail was here
Oh,
earlier.
Gail was here earlier.
Gail
Oh, she's going to be sick, too.
She pulled in at
She's
3.
listening
She
right
had
now,
a
too.
fudge cake.
And she's listening.
Oh, we love you, Gail.
All right. What you got?
Thomas Mathias.
Thomas. Hey, Thomas. There you go.
He's here.
Oh,
Backwards
he's
hat and
here.
all.
There you go,
All
baby.
right.
Congratulations, man.
Appreciate Shoney's. Make sure you get into Shoney's. We're going to do more shows with them. Stay tuned.
Yep, next week,
We appreciate y'all, including us in your day. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be unless you Trailer Burke, J. Spears, or the hot fudge cake, the second one that I ate.
I love living in Middle Tennessee. We've got
We get up early to work hard. We're American made and Tennessee strong. We've been selling Ford trucks for over 40 years. We're Two Rivers.